Hello, welcome to the Cracker Barrel podcast. We have a very special episode for you today. In fact, 2.5 very special episodes for you today.
Wow.
What?
What are the other two?
Eddie, this is your thing. What does the stream title say?
The stream title should be Session 0.5, The Imperial Expedition.
Ray complaining. I'm just joking.
Oh, I'm so glad we're there to support Mo.
I'm going to send
So
in
that we can
DM
all show
zone.
up to support Mo. But I don't know if that's too petty.
So the first thing we're going to work on is character creation. I think it would be good
Is
to
your
do
mom?
that in
That's
session.
great.
All right, Sage. I see you're already
Sorry.
you're already undermining my authority here.
Yeah, Sage is already a problem player.
Take
Yeah,
That was my goal for the
I'm
night.
gonna put this on r/RPG horror stories so fast your head will spin. But
Dude, I can't wait for Crit Crab to read that one.
Crit Crab
Oh shit, they have a mobile mod view
has
now.
not been
All right,
answering my
that's actually
emails.
cool.
Cracker Barrel podcast.
Cracker Barrel podcast.
We are going to work together on building our characters. But first, I'm going to set the stage for you a little bit. Okay.
Set that.
I feel like I'm at summer camp right now.
So the three of you have arrived, and we will elaborate on how you may have arrived at the Imperial settlement of Stormport to enlist in the Imperial expedition to the Eastern Commandery. This is a part of the world that you may know more or less about, but you will soon learn a lot more about shortly. But you enter it's like a little field office that has the insignia of the Empire above the door. You laughing at me?
Huh? No, I'm laughing at the fucking
you're laughing
points
at me.
prediction.
What is the prediction?
Oh yeah, I'm laughing at you. Oh yeah, 100% I'm laughing at you. Yeah.
Sage is a problem player. That's a fucking slam every 10,000 points on yes.
How do I add all of my points?
Another 10,000 points on yes.
Yeah, how do I put all of my coins in there? Yeah. There you go.
Can we play this out right now?
Stop the count.
Stop the count. But
that's like all my points.
The insignia of the Empire is emblazoned over the door. It's burnt in with a torch on the dark, looks like evergreen wood from a fir, maybe, that the building is made of. The insignia of the Empire is a depiction of like a city wall surrounding a star.
What kind of star?
There's a 5-pointed star.
Okay.
And there's a line of people. Once you get inside, you ever been to like the DMV when you don't have an appointment?
Yeah.
It's like that. You see a bunch of people, some looking like Imperial soldiers, others looking like they were just scrounged up from a dungeon, all different species, all different appearances. They're lining up to pick up a paper and a pack from a stack of papers and a bunch of packs on the other side of the room that some Imperial soldiers are handing. You wait in this line. It moves rather quickly by about 20 minutes. You know, this happens maybe at slightly different times for each of you, but you end up picking up this note.
Picking up a note.
I sent a DM zone. So take a minute to read it, and then we'll start working on character creation.
Oh my god, I have to read?
But DM, how will the fans know what the letter says? You should read it out to us.
You want me to read it out loud?
Yes,
please.
I got it. Guys,
I can put this on stream. We'll put it on. We'll do both. You go ahead.
The letter says, "Welcome, soldier. If you are reading this missive, you have arrived at Stormport to enlist in the Imperial expedition to the Eastern Commandery. Whether you arrived here by sea ship or airship, as part of your service in the Imperial Army, or as part of the Emperor's pardon, whether you come from a citizen family or you are an immigrant, the people of the Imperial provinces are depending on you to serve them in this essential mission. The expedition has 3 intertwined purposes. 1. Discover the cause of the catastrophe that befell the Eastern Commandery 13 years ago. 2. Defeat the monsters that emerged during these events and now terrorize the Imperial citizens and their allies here. 3. Defend the Imperial settlements here and secure the authority of the Emperor. Enlisting in this expedition means that your officers, and through them the Commander of the East, and through him the Emperor, will make use of you in whatever capacity you will contribute the most to the completion of these 3 purposes. If you find yourself doubting your orders, think, this is to discover the cause. This is to defeat the monsters. This is to defend the settlements. Along with this missive, you will have a dog tag with your barracks designation, a pack with kit and gear, and a copy of the Imperial Field Guide to the Eastern Commandery. Once you finish reading this, immediately report to your designated barracks. Get to know your comrades. Your barracks officer will give you further orders. Signed, on behalf of the Emperor, Kanja Hardan, Commander of the Eastern Frontier. And now we're going to work on character creation.
Yeah.
All right. May I before anyone else gets the chance to?
Yeah.
Kanja Hardon.
Oh.
Thank you.
Do you think that was not intentional?
Yes.
You're gonna find out about this guy later, maybe, unless he'll die.
All right. Also, Nick is out for the night.
Okay.
Should I make a backup for my backup?
A backup for your backup?
Yeah, exactly. Just in case, because you said my character can die. Probably.
Your character might die.
I didn't know our characters could die.
That's crazy. I didn't know characters could die either.
But we're the main character.
Yeah, we're the main characters.
Hey, look at this.
I know you. Let me see your face.
I know you.
So we are.
You're the man from my dreams.
Yes.
So. This is an expedition to resolve an ongoing issue in the Eastern Commandery, which is sort of a remote part of the Empire. It's separated by a sea called the Iron Sea. From the rest of the Empire. It was a colony, and 13 years ago, the sun vanished here for 3 weeks with no explanation. Agriculture failed across the continent, society descended into disorder and anarchy, and the majority of the Imperial population here either fled, died, or vanished. Tens of thousands of Imperial citizens who were present in the census 2 years before the catastrophe have not been accounted for since, whether dead or alive. As the sun emerged again, it shone on bizarre monsters across the continent, unrelated to any known natural creatures or magical or mechanical constructs. Imperial scientists have made no progress in understanding them, but Imperial steel has proven quite capable of slaying them.
How long was the sun gone for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Can we get those notes in chat?
Yes. I'm going to give you a redacted copy of the Imperial Field Guide to the Eastern Frontier here as well. So some of this has descriptions. The places all have descriptions. The entry on the catastrophe under miscellaneous has descriptions. The rest of the descriptions will be filled in as you learn more. I've hit the 2,000 character count limit, so I'll just send you this note now.
But Eddie, if you purchased Discord Nitro, who is the sponsor for today's stream, you would be able to send even more letters, more characters. Think of all the characters that you could send.
There's so many fucking letters.
I unlocked an emote.
I love emotes. You know what I also love?
Being the problem.
Take ownership! Thank you. I also love
ownership.
subscribing. Also, it's also important to note we are officially in Pride Month, so any donations and money from subscriptions will be going directly to helping queer people in need, specifically me. So thank you. No, wrong.
Sage is not in need.
Sage is not in need.
Only Clark is in need.
Spill some blood. I'm in need.
My ass is in need.
Yo, my ass is in need.
Where would this docket be that you're sending, Eddie?
Docket?
No,
sorry. The field guide? The field guide we can get to after. Because it's too long to send, apparently. It's not that long. Yet. it will get filled in as we learn more about the world. Part of the goal of these first 2 sessions, this week and next week, will be to flesh out the world a little bit. I want to be flexible to what you guys want from the campaign too.
How many episodes are this? Is it supposed to be?
This is going to be a 2-shot or like a 1.5 shot. So we're going to do character creation for about an hour, and then do some role play and maybe combat or 2 this session, depending on how much progress you make. And then
or 2
next week, there will be a full adventure module, basically.
Hell yeah.
I thought it would be nice. Your characters are all in line together. You might be in line one after the other. You might be, arriving a few hours apart. But spoiler alert, you will all receive the same barracks designation. So
my immersion's been ruined.
Your commanding officer today.
You ruined it. I want to be. Actually, I don't want to be with them. Can I have a different room now?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I get my own
so
barracks. My guy is
14 legal species, race, subclass, whatever is fine. You only have the equipment you get from your background and an explorer's pack.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so in level 3, correct?
Yes, you're third.
Okay.
My guy is
are we allowed to?
the son
are we openly
of the barracks officer? So I get my own very.
You are not the son of the barracks officer.
I'm the daughter of the barracks officer.
The son of the barracks officer. Well, the barracks officer is like 25, so I don't think the barracks officer can have any kids.
What? He can have kids.
You are the brother.
I'm playing
of
as a
the
baby.
The son of the
that?
commander of the Eastern Frontier is not alive. But you may.
Yo, anybody got a form fillable?
Can I be his son?
Oh my
God!
I got you. Saved.
I'm a snake. With 100 mage hands.
Also, we're using standard array.
Yeah, I already know.
Which means you're rolling for steps. Before your modifiers, you have 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
I'm debating if I want to take the 3+1s or the +2+1 right now.
What?
Here you go.
You won't
Sage.
understand. Are we openly discussing what we're making?
Yes, I think that would be nice to make sure that you guys have. There will be some difficult combats.
We're just making shit off the bat. There's no fun rules we get to like.
There's no fun. There's no fun.
No fun allowed.
Eddie, what do you mean? Eddie, I'm just not having fun with this setting right now. Not having fun. Sage says there's no fun allowed.
No fucking fun allowed. No, because I remember the last time we did like a character creation with your one shot. We killed all those fucking goblins. Yeah. It's not like that.
I mean,
we're like.
You might get the chance to kill some goblins here. I don't think there are any goblins in the setting that I wrote in yet.
Like the character.
You could be a goblin.
Oh, hey, thanks for the follow-up, stranger.
Oh, what were the rules in character creation that time?
You literally just like rolled dice and told us what to put on the sheet. So.
Oh yeah, because that was like for replaceables.
Yeah.
You will be playing these characters probably once every 2 months or so for a while.
For a while?
Well, I'm down to have indefinite. The goal of this is to give Clark a break when he needs it.
Oh,
and so I can do a little DMing. Anything. The reason I have created this sort of ill-defined fantasy empire trying to reclaim this territory setting is because there's a lot of little episodic adventures you can go on.
Mm-hmm.
Each adventure will be a defeat adventure, a discover adventure, or a defend adventure. So there will either be some monsters you have to deal with, a clue about the catastrophe you have to follow up on, or like some dispute you have to settle to protect the authority of the Emperor.
Okay.
You could also betray the cause if you wanted, which would be probably a very bad idea. But you could.
Let's go. I
got paid back 10,000 points.
That's all the money.
Let's go.
I didn't win any money because everyone just voted yes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I realized I started the prediction on like my mod view and not the channel view. So my mod view, which usually stacks into the side that's going to lose pile, was unable to vote in it. Anyway, so I can tell you guys who I kind of have here.
I have an idea as well.
I'm a artificer, battle master. I got a big old robot guy who just kind of follows
Battlesmith?
me around. Or sorry, battlesmith. He just kind of hangs around. He's a bit of a surly, salty old dog. He's a reporter trying to investigate the great secrets that lie within the ghost lands, which is what he's going to be calling this area. Ghost lands.
I have a druid
Okay.
changeling.
A changeling druid.
Yep. Who my rough idea is that they are they were selected by like some form of mage like association to like go and like investigate for them as like an
Okay.
agent. Kind of like that's like the general idea.
Are you a secret agent? Do people know that you're representing this
No, I can.
organization?
I will openly say I represent these people. I'm
Okay.
here as their representative.
That's fine. You will probably be asked if you have alternative loyalties a lot. This is sort of a
Okay.
military operation that you're joining here. But yeah, we can work with that. Maybe
I'm
it's
a
they need all the bodies they can get, basically. They're not
yeah.
very discriminating. The Emperor's Pardon, which is mentioned in the letter,
Mhm.
is an order from the office of the Emperor in the Imperial city, far, far away. That anyone convicted of a crime can, instead of their sentence, join this expedition.
So maybe we could like twist it to be like
I
I'm
mean, I'm sure there
here.
would be more, they'd be willing to have like an outside contractor.
Hmm.
It's just you're going to have to follow orders. You can be part of this organization, and while you were there, you learned about these events, and you want to go investigate them independently, so you join the mission.
Yeah, I could just say I'm from this group, but I'm not
Yeah, you belong to like a
sent
mage.
by
It's fine to
them.
belong to a mages guild. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I could say
There are
I'm
mages
from there,
guilds
but I'm
all
not
over the
being sent.
Empire. I'm leaving the Empire ill-defined because I'm hoping that we can fill it in together through
Yeah.
roleplay and
Mm.
through. This is going to be a pretty different DMing style from Clark's, from Exonda, which obviously I love Clark's
Maybe.
style. It's just that this is going to be more of like a. I don't have a giant world document. I have many
True.
small world documents.
Yeah, that's fair. M- Maybe. I had an idea when you were saying all this stuff. Like
Okay.
it popped in my head as soon as you said it. Like I'm just from a druidic circle that
Okay.
and I'm like volunteering to investigate the sun, kind of like that situation.
That works for me. The catastrophe.
The catastrophe.
The sun
Well,
is
because the
back.
sun was
Just
The
the
sun
blocked.
is back.
concept
No, no,
of
no,
the
no,
sun.
no. Like the for the reasoning for why it was blocked, kind of
Yeah,
thinking. Like,
that's what everyone wants to know. So that's $1 million question. There are druids in the Eastern Commandery. There's a wooded part of the continent where the social organization is mostly villages of locals run by druids. But you can be from one of those villages, or you can be a different druid from another part of the world.
oh,
These are not
that
the only druids. You can maybe be coming to help these druids out mostly, or that's why you wanted to sign up.
and the only way, like, I knew like the best way to do that was to join this expedition.
Yes. It will also
Okay.
be important. The druids used to be enemies of the Empire. They resisted Imperial control over this part of the world, but they were so shattered during the catastrophe that they have provided basically no resistance to the Imperial expeditions here since the catastrophe. They
And
survived completely on agriculture and without light for 3 weeks. That doesn't work.
it's a bad thing.
There are 2 Imperial settlements of any size here. I'll send these location notes to you, actually. Let's
And
see
I
if
could
this
say I'm from
loads.
like one of these places, or no,
Yes.
that would. Oh, yes.
2,000 character limit. Great. So there's fucking nothing, man.
Yeah, Eddie, you're using too many words. You know, I think there's like an efficiency in writing. You know, you got to get that under 200 characters.
Yeah, it's true. How about this? How about 2 messages?
That's fine.
Yes.
So there are 2 Imperial settlements of any scale here. You could be from the wood.
Could I be from the deep wood or no?
It would not make sense for you to be from the Deepwood for reasons that will become clear. The Druids don't even go to the Deepwood. They just claim to know the secrets of the Deepwood. The Deepwood is like a gigantic old growth forest, basically.
Got it. Like a
If
dense
there's
one.
any people living there, they're like uncontacted tribes.
Good lord, what is happening in there? The deep woods. May I
Yes,
see it?
basically.
No.
You can think about the Deepwood sort of as analogous to like
He's trying to make a reference that I would understand.
well, like
Probably
the parts of the Fallout map where nobody lives.
Oh, like the
Like there's people who like know things about those parts of the world, but it's just like nobody would live there. It's too irradiated.
the crater in Fallout 4.
Yes, the crater is a great comparison.
What do you mean? The children of
The deep-
Adam live there.
Well, yeah,
You
but they
guys
know
don't-
the
Yeah, so
secret.
what I'm saying is
You
a
guys
fucking
don't know
uncontacted
the
tribe might be
lore.
there.
You guys don't know the lore.
So
I'm a star druid as well.
you can be a Circle of Stars druid. Maybe
I
the
love
sun.
circles.
Maybe you believe in a wild conspiracy theory that the sun is a star.
What if I told you?
So
The
there
sun.
is a. There are
Sun.
basically a couple theories, going theories about this. I think as an educated person, at least a druid or an artificer would know about this. I don't know what class you're thinking about, Sage, yet. But there are some people who think it was like a freak eclipse, but there's no explanation for why it didn't affect anywhere else in the world. There are some
So-
people
it was me.
who
It was me.
there's some
Plot
there are
twist,
some people.
it's my character.
It was not your character.
It was 100%
I
Oh,
actually know
Eddie,
what caused
spoilers. Eddie,
I
God.
actually know what caused the catastrophe, so that one you don't have control over. Sorry.
That's actually
Damn
that's my character's backstory. Is he knows the thing of the catastrophe and nothing else. He has
And won't tell
otherwise
anyone.
amnesia.
Guys don't
Every time I
remember
try to
those 3
tell the
weeks?
truth, I've always.
There
forget.
are people who survived the catastrophe. They just don't know. Like, I mean, the sun went out. You know, it just didn't come up one day.
You guys will never believe it. One time, the sun wasn't there.
That's crazy.
It's also there are some people who think that it was like a very powerful spell cast by the druids, but there's no known spell that would have this effect on the entire continent for this long. And it was also clearly not an illusion because it killed all the crops. And also everyone was really cold. There are people who try to explain it as like a volcanic eruption happened, perhaps in the what do I call them? The mountains of Skell. But there's no known volcano of that size that would be necessary to produce an ash cloud like this. Also, there's no, like, they haven't discovered any lava flows or anything. There's no other evidence of it being a volcanic eruption besides knowledge that large volcanic eruptions can have effects like this. You would also imagine the volcanic soil would be quite fertile, but nothing grows around there. And that hasn't changed.
What are you thinking, Sage?
I'm thinking of a gnome sorcerer.
Okay. A Gnorser?
A Norser, if you
Oh,
will.
you're doing the classic Norser build.
Yeah.
That's no.
Okay, so we're doing
Norser build.
three casters.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Great. He's fucking.
Do you want me
guy.
to? I could change it up. I could be like
No,
a
no, it's fine.
I'm more melee heavy. I'm a melee guy.
He's
Battle.
a melee guy.
Battle.
Also,
Smith.
this is also there. Some of the monsters
Resistant to magic.
have demonstrated spell absorption. So that doesn't mean you can't hurt them with spells. It means that you might need to get creative.
Can't hurt them.
Mm.
Nope, nothing we can do.
I'm just letting you know we are level 3. We are level 3, Eddie.
You're not going to fight them for a while, probably.
Oh, when we hit level 4, we will. I got it. That's
probably when you hit about level 8, you might run into one of these.
Okay. Hey Eddie, does my character level up?
No.
Oh, but Eddie, I like
your character. Your character is actually old and levels down.
No.
I ruled due to your character's advanced age and lack of riz. He levels down.
He was born as a 20, but died as a 0.
Died as a honey.
Damn. That really makes you think.
That really makes you hate. But yes, so you may be here. There's any number of reasons why you might be here, but basically the only requirement about your character is they need to have some reason to stick with this expedition.
Or
they could leave the expedition and the campaign.
Oh, cool.
No,
That's an option.
I said poor.
Oh, poor.
I said POOR, not
It doesn't pay. I mean, you get room and board.
Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
You're just like a poor Norser.
I've been living on the road. Yes.
You just like got on a boat without knowing where it was going and ended up here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty much that
like
guy.
A forgetful gnome sorcerer.
Yeah.
And he knows what the thing is, but he forgot. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. He was there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read this letter and be like, hey, so like, why are we here again?
That would be a great literary device for reminding the audience about details of the story.
Yeah.
Hey, so guys, how did we get here?
Was that an in-character question?
Yeah. Guys, why are we standing in line?
You haven't made your character sheet yet, Sage. You don't know what your character even sounds like. Did you even put anything in the accent box?
Is there an accent box?
I wish. Yes. I really wish.
There's an accent box.
Accent. Super racist Irish.
Super, yeah. I've been eating potatoes. I don't know where that fucking direction went, but it wasn't Irish.
I'm here dealing with the famine.
Aye. The sun went away. When?
That wouldn't really affect potatoes, would it?
Huh?
Would the sun
potato leaves
not
need
be
light
there?
to live?
Yeah.
But it's
the
underground,
root gets fed by the leaves. Why do you think plants have leaves?
Yeah, you fucking dumbass. I even know that.
Why do you think plants have leaves?
Man, I'm dead.
Your character takes 2 points of psychic damage from thinking too hard about potatoes.
My character's not.
Do you have names that you're thinking of for characters or backgrounds?
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Is it going to be Nokio?
Sure.
Oh, I'll go first, sure. Her name is Stiggy Moondust.
Stiggy?
Hey, this is a character from a previous game.
Is it?
Yeah, you have made this character.
No, her name is
not
Luna,
here.
and I remember it because she fucking died.
No, Jake did this in another campaign.
I did?
Oh.
Yeah, not with one of us. It was. You're always talking about this character.
Stiggy?
I've played it's been a minute. That's why. Okay, sorry, my bad.
What do you mean you're bad? It's fine to play a character.
Yeah, it's fine. No. That's fine. I mean, I
don't have any problem with that.
I'm not the DM.
I I haven't played a druid in a
Clark,
minute.
you've got to free yourself from DM Britain now.
That's so true. You know what, Jake? Do whatever the fuck you want. Your guy has a 9th level spell slot. Fuck it.
Clark, you can't give spell slots.
That's actually my
You have no
character's.
power, dude.
That's my character. He can give people 9th level spell slots.
Except not himself.
Yeah, no, it's really a shame.
And he actually doesn't do it for anyone except girls.
Oh.
I need a new name. I've used that name before, but I need a
Stiggy?
different one. Yeah,
I like Stiggy.
Stiggy, yes, yeah. It was like I played because I also played a druid changeling in the past, and it was like 2 or 3. It was like just before we started campaign season 1.
Mm.
I was in a different group, and then when this started, I left that group to join this group.
Mm.
We were doing the second book of the Tiamat one, Rise of Tiamat, and I think it was like level 14. It was like crazy. I had like reverse gravity and was doing funny shit with that. And there's like some funny, like, I don't know if this will apply, but like when you shift, when you do a wild shape as
Easy
a
crew.
druid,
Easy
you
crew. That's shit.
when
Oh
when
shit!
you
Can I?
shift
I
when
need
you
to change
wild
my
shift
character.
as
That'd
You
be
want to
a,
be like a rat?
a rat folk druid, and I say,
Shifter.
"Easy crew, let's shift." That'd be really great. I could do a Rasta accent the whole time. The fans would love that.
Accent box. See, this is what the accent box would be great for.
No, but when a druid does a wild shape, you keep your racial features.
Racial feature.
Racial features. Clark's dude.
I'm sorry, Rachel features is really funny.
So like since I'm a changeling, and if I wild shape as a changeling, there's
You can
potential there.
you can be like a bear with the face of an elf.
Well, no.
Is that what you say?
I was in
Well,
the
no, I
woods
would
and I
be
saw a deer with the face of a man.
It's like that.
No, it's like you're like
So
you're
you
a
get like
polar
badger
bear.
traits as a deer.
We get like you're a polar bear, but then you
A
like
polar deer?
morph as a different bear, because you're still like you're just shifting to a different race of bear.
I'm gonna look up shifter. Here,
No,
to
that's
see if
no.
this...
I'm a changeling.
Oh, sorry,
talking about
changeling.
I'm being as a changeling. It's a racial feature. Set right.
Can
That
change its face and form with a thought. This is the Eberron version or the Mordenkainen version?
I think it's the Mordenkainen, because
Okay.
that's the most recent version.
You can change your appearance and your voice as a member of another race. You must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs you have.
That's wild shape.
Yeah, so okay, I mean, if you're like a turtle, you have to be like a tortoise, but that's fine.
Yeah, so like I could be like a cat, and then I can morph into a lion.
No, you have to change
That's a cat,
size.
though.
Or you can only be medium or small, and lions are large.
It's just it's an example.
I think you could be a cat and turn into a dog.
That's crazy. I could do some funny stuff with that. I could like walk behind a tree and then just be a dog. And that's a free action. It's a literal free action.
No, it's not a free action. It's an
It
action.
takes an action. Also, if I may DM for a moment.
Yeah.
That change would be entirely visual.
Cosmetic, yeah. It doesn't change your stats at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
you could be like a cat that looks like an... Yeah, lions are large, first of all. You could be a cat that looks like a bobcat, but has the stat block of a cat.
I was in the woods and I saw a cat that looked like a bobcat, but had the stat block of a cat.
No, well, I
saw a dog with the face of a dog.
I could like,
but it was a different dog, a different like breed of dog. I'm losing my fucking mind.
It was the body of a corgi, but the head of a German Shepherd. What is going on?
Corgis don't even look that different from German Shepherds and just the head. I think the whole thing about a corgi is it looks like a German Shepherd.
But it's a small body with a big head.
Okay, what is your character's name, by the way, Sage?
Hi, McDuffie Elifer. You can also call me Fuzz. Yeah, you can also call me Fuzz.
Write that in player zone.
You can also call me Fuzz.
McDiffy is your character's first name.
There you go.
Eddie, I was told this was a
McDiffy, I love her.
judgment-free zone.
Can also call
I
me
just was
Fuzz.
asking a clarifying question. My God.
God, Eddie.
He's gonna go on
Can't be
RPG
doing
horror
that.
stories.
I'm typing it out right now.
Gotta take ownership.
Sage?
Take ownership.
I'll play. Take ownership.
Oh, I was getting there. Sorry, I was on a different
Yeah,
screen.
I hope we don't get. like
DMCA.
DMCA'd by
Yeah.
Hulu or by
Like-
Jordan.
Come on,
By
bro. Can
Jordan.
they just like? Can't they just? No, can they just like make a segment about us? You know how they
Wouldn't
like to
it,
be like, oh, well, I
Satanism
saw
for
it
them to
on
watch
Reddit.
us anyway?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Some player zone.
Maybe that's our path to stardom. Is we just like harass them
Steal a bunch of
online until we
shit.
appear
Yeah.
on the show.
Great
Yeah, I
idea.
commented on Macy's page on her TikTok, and I was like, "Hey, just let a gay girl sit in the background and just like soak in all the drama." I got no response, but that's okay.
Why didn't you
Damn.
comment on Macy's page and say, "Hey, let why don't you let a white boy freak it?"
Let a white boy freak. Ayo. Yo, Macy, let a white boy freak. I know every one of you is white except for Layla. Let a white boy
And Jen,
freak.
technically.
Oh yeah,
Jen
sorry,
is the
forgot.
most white
Love my-
passing non-white person
Yeah,
who may have
yeah,
ever
yeah,
lived.
So sorry, she ended the white man bloodline
What's
of
your
fucking
favorite?
one.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite part of season
Imagine
2? Mine
being
was
so
when
white
she was
that
doing
she
strange
to white
accents.
bloodline.
Fucking
When she said she was from the hood.
Yeah, I really liked when she
From
was
the
like,
hood.
"I'm from the hood," and she was doing that. That was awesome.
All right, Jake. Is your
Yeah,
character's
hi.
Mages Guild all druids, or is it like collection of magic users who are scholars?
I want to lean more towards like it's a group of a bunch of scholars than just
Okay,
Just me being
so is it
straight
like a
druid.
university or like a research group, or
Are there-
is it like
are
a
those-
hobbyist society or like a
What-
like a
like, what-
conspiracy theory group?
I wouldn't say conspiracy theory. I'm more towards the university or like just a group of scholars.
Oh,
Okay, group of
God.
scholars. You could like why do you work together?
Thank you.
What binds you together, your group of scholars? How much
Hmm.
work have you done with them? How long have you been a member of this group, you know? Are you like a respected member of the group? Or are you like new in the group and are trying to prove yourself by making a big scientific discovery about this catastrophe?
Hmm. Probably I would rather be newer than be established.
Okay.
Maybe someone kind of like pushed this onto me kind of thing. Maybe like
Okay.
you're new. Go do this for us. Like it's like not like a trial, but more like none of us want to
It's
go
like a
here.
task?
You're new. You go.
Is it like an initiation thing? Are you going to be like a full member if you make a big discovery?
Yeah, sure.
So like you've got to have like a really strong incentive like that to work here.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. I'm here for knowledge that I
Okay.
can bring back.
What's the name of your group?
Oh God.
Is it
That's a
called the
weird
like
name.
Society
God.
of the Brain?
Oh,
Or
God.
Society
Or
of
is
Oh
it-
God.
is it called like the
EGATs.
EGATs? Is that like an acronym?
No, how fucking
Scientists
that-
love acronyms.
Scientists love saying EGATs.
Hey, for a sorcerer, what
Gads.
should be my highest thing?
Charisma,
Okay.
followed by
nice.
Constitution.
Cool.
I'm still trying to figure out my name.
Eddie, can I use all of my replicate magic item infusions to create 4 alchemy jugs?
I thought you're going to create
Oh,
4
no.
orbs of direction that were each tuned to a different direction.
I actually have 2 of them.
They're not labeled.
One tells me the direction, the other only lies.
The other tells you
Or-
what the direction could be if it was a different direction.
Yeah.
Orbs
So,
of
I'm
direction.
How many
being a
infused slots do
sorcerer.
you? Okay.
But
I think
with wild magic as my like
A wild magic sorcerer?
yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, that's generally considered an underpowered subclass, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, you can turn
It
yourself
requires
into a plant. Good.
you can turn
Yeah.
yourself
That's
into a
subclass.
the
pickle.
DM can decide when you have the chance to turn yourself into a plant.
Oh
Can I turn
my
myself
God.
into a pickle? Oh my
So,
god, I've turned myself
the
into
way
a pickle.
I do wild magic sorcerer, or the way I have done it in the past, and we can talk about this. The way I've DM'd for wild magic sorcerers is on any crit wild magic triggers, and you have the advantage that you get from it, right?
Sure.
So the once per turn, the DM can have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a spell thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am not interested in that one. I think it's kind of complicated. I think that what I've done is basically at the end of any turn, like after you take your other actions,
Mm-hmm.
I've done it where I roll a d12, and if it's a 12, then it's a magic surge. But we could do that differently. I just think that the way Wild Magic Sorcerer is written is kind of like your DM can have you do a thing. You know what I mean? And I
Okay.
like having
I'm not really sure a lot
a more
about any of the other.
rules-based
You want more
rules-based
rules?
approach. Well, just because there are no rules. There are no rules, shirt brother.
There are no rules, shirt brother.
For Wild Magic Sorcerers. So did you remember that Alf was a Wild Magic Sorcerer,
Yeah.
A
for example?
barbarian.
Did
He
it
was
ever come
both.
up?
Yes, once. I had him roll one time.
Once.
So
I've kept
it's like
forgetting.
I might forget. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of thing that happens with Wild Magic Sorcerer. So we can try to work together. I just would want to work with you on a rule that worked for you that would be consistent on when it happens.
Okay.
The way I had it is whenever you crit on a spell attack roll, and at the end of a turn, there's a 1 in 12 chance in combat.
If I crit.
No, any turn.
Any turn.
I assume
There's
you
a 1
mean
in 12 chance
any turn when
at
a
the end of
spell
turn.
is cast.
Yes, any turn
Yeah.
when the spell is cast.
Okay, that's what. Yeah. Okay.
Whether or not the spell is an attacking spell.
Dude, I'll just do fucking something different if you don't want me to do that.
No, it's fine for you to do that. I'm just saying that that's how I run it, which is not
Okay.
how it's written.
Dude, dude. Okay, let's be realistic here. When was the last time, if ever, I played a sorcerer?
I don't
Maybe
know.
once.
Never. Never. I don't think I played a sorcerer. Maybe I played a caster, like even in like a fucking like one shot. I think once. So like
Well,
I'm really
sorcerer
not
is a
picky.
great way to learn casters.
It is.
Yeah, I'm
Sorcerer's
really
And
good.
not.
wild
I'm
magic
not
is a
picky.
wild magic is a fine
So
sorcerer subclass. It just sometimes is frustrating for the players because of a lack of control. So that's all I'm telling you.
yeah, yeah. I really don't.
Yeah,
Like have
sometimes
a
there's a
There are
chance
other
you just third level fireball directly on the entire party.
And I just want to make sure you have the other subclass options in front of you before you make that decision.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other ones right now. They're all right. Like I don't know.
Vila Drift. I hardly
Yes.
know a drift.
Oh, I should
Vila
put
Drift.
this in.
I see like Luna, whatever we call it.
Lunar.
Yeah.
You know, fuck it. The
Reagan Stel.
Fuck it. The apostrophe
Reagan
stays.
Stellar.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put the apostrophe, but fuck it, it's there now.
Okay, great. Shadow Magic, Storm Sorcery, Lunar Sorcery, Clockwork Soul, Divine Soul,
Banger. Aberrant Mind.
Aberrant Mind, which is
Banger.
psionic.
Banger. Love Aberrant Mind.
Divine Soul.
Why does
Also,
the
there's no.
sheet look like this?
What do you mean?
Alex was a
I'm-
divine soul.
I did the build from like D&D Beyond just to get my basic shit down, and then I'm like pulling everything else from like.
Oh,
the,
are you using a different sheet?
Yeah, it all fucking looks weird.
What?
Eddie out
I
here
gave
with
you
his
the.
I think you're using.
I gave the
you're
form
using a
Yeah, you
different
gave me the
sheet.
right. You gave me the right sheet. I just like I used the character builder on D&D Beyond just to like help build the basic shit, and then I'm throwing all the other stuff in from like my subclass and stuff. Like
Yeah, that's honestly the
Yeah.
way to do it kind of quickly, just because it autofills
Quickly.
all of the
All the shit that I need to
skills.
know. Yeah.
Also, it will be important whether you are an Imperial citizen or not. So that's something to decide now.
think-
Probably not.
I
So
think
what does it mean
because
to be an
of-
Imperial citizen?
An Imperial citizen basically means you're a full citizen of the Empire, which means either you come from a family which is from the Imperial City, or you come from an aristocratic family from another part of the Empire in the provinces that descends from a family that was in the Imperial City, or that was granted citizenship for some kind of,
What's the status
by
for
a-
gnomes in the Imperial City?
There's not like a racism element to it. It's not like
Racism has been disabolished.
no.
Is
I
there
mean,
any
like,
slavery?
huh?
Is there any slavery?
Slavery?
there-
Is there
No,
slavery?
only for the lesser races.
Why would you say that,
Crazy.
Eddie? What the fuck wrong with you?
On
Who do you
stream.
think I'm-
Wow.
Crazy
On
on
stream,
stream.
dude.
Wow.
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 You should add a stream vote to kick me.
It's actually a great
Do
idea.
I get any weapons, or I
do
get
a
just
poll.
whatever's
You
in
do
this
not
pack?
get weapons. You can pick up weapons. The only equipment you have is if you have an arcane focus, your arcane focus, and then any equipment you have is part of your background.
Okay.
You will pick up weapons and spell components from your barracks before every
Do
match.
I
mean-
need an arcane focus?
To cast spells, yes, you do, because you're a sorcerer.
Ah.
It's what you use to cast spells.
Okay. Where the fuck do I find that information?
On the sorcerer
Ah,
page.
hello. You can use an arcane focus as a spell.
Sage is always like, where do I find this information?
It's
No
right
one
where
told
my
me
eyes
this.
are. Guys, can it just be anything?
It can be anything which is important to your character, and you can channel magic through.
Okay.
What do you
I
think
want
is
it to be a
important to
flute.
your gnome here? What do you think is important to Mick Deffy?
A little wooden flute.
A little wooden flute
Jeez.
for reparations.
It was the first thing I made with
Yeah.
my own hands.
Reparations for what? What did I do to you, Clark?
What didn't you do to me, Eddie? That's a real fucking.
Damn.
That's really how we got to be going at this.
Eh? Where am I putting this information?
Don't
There's so
eat
many
Gorkus.
boxes.
What is that?
That was from the last replaceable session. I think Gorkit was Nick's god.
Putting it-
Don't eat him.
Gorga,
Okay.
He was awesome.
Yeah,
I love
don't eat him.
Gorkus.
do not eat him.
Ooh, flute.
Hmm.
One. I get one quantity. How much does it weigh, you think, my little wooden flute? 1
Your little
pound,
flute?
1 lib.
I mean, you can just put it in your inventory section, right?
Would I put it in my attuned magic items? So now I have an attuned
No,
spot.
you should use the form fillable character sheet. Don't use the weird character sheet.
Well, because I can't. It won't let me add wild magic in my form fillable, so I have to just pull shit.
What do you
from
mean
the
it won't let
fucking-
you add wild?
It's not an option on my. I don't pay for D&D Beyond, so I don't get a bunch of
You can
shit. It
just
only
write
gives
it
me
in the form fillable character sheet. You can write wild magic.
But
as
does
your
it the fucking? I don't think it lets me do that though.
You can type it in on the form fillable character sheet. I don't know what you're talking about.
I am typing it in on the form fillable character sheet.
You want to share your
Not in
screen?
D&D Beyond, just as a PDF.
Yeah, just as a PDF.
So what do you mean it's not an option?
Well, I was telling you I couldn't do it in the fucking whichever we call it. I'm doing it over here, but I have to
In Beyond,
pull.
yeah. So what I'm
Yeah,
saying is
yeah,
there
yeah.
shouldn't be like an attuned magical items section.
There still is. There's a list. This thing has an equipment section, and it has a long list of shit, and then it has a small list for me to
I'm looking
be
at
able to
Clark's
put
thing that he
attuned
sent,
magic items.
D&D 5e character
I
sheet.
didn't use that sheet because I printed my sheet off of the D&D
Yeah, I'm saying to use
Beyond.
that sheet.
No.
No.
I'm saying
you say that? No.
it will help you. It will help you to have a character sheet of a form
Uh,
that you know how to navigate, and
it's
which
navigatable.
I know
Fine.
too. 'Cause I'm
Eddie,
the
my
DM.
character sheet is
Read this shit.
my character sheet is done, Eddie.
Can you send me your character sheet?
No.
No.
You're welcome.
Export to
God,
PDF.
there's so much fucking shit in
Click-
this thing.
Click the
Because you
download.
should be using the regular one.
Nah, it's fine. It's a little bit. Cause
I'm the DM and I'm telling you to use the regular one.
Now, well, then I gotta restart. We have 5 minutes. I don't even know where the
You can
fuck half
copy
of
and
my
paste
shit
it
is.
over.
We only have 5 minutes, and we need to start. We don't
We
start.
can,
We're all
we
going
can
to
take
hell.
us an hour and a half. That's fine.
We're all going to hell, Eddie.
Oh, I gotta click out of this.
But I'm
almost just
already-
the
made-
reason
already
I think it's
there.
good to use the basic character sheet is because making
Cows.
manual edits to it will like teach you how to play the game better. You know what I mean? Like knowing where and what everything is. Thank you, Jake.
This
I
is the
mean-
first time in a pretty long time.
20 strength, 20 dexterity, 20 constitution. I see.
Not me,
Jake.
dog. Not me, dog. Not me, dog. I don't know who you're
The
talking
weird
about.
one too.
What? Yeah, because I
We
actually
will be using passive insight in this campaign. Is one thing I'll say.
Dude, I did a passive insight build. No.
No, it's
When
because
you push, drag, lift, bro. You don't have the entire druid spell list.
You know he does. That's how druids work. It's prepared spells.
Yeah, it's a prepared spell. If it has a
but none of them are listed as prepared or not prepared.
No, if they are labeled with a P.
Oh, okay. So you have 2 copies of Guiding Bolt, and those are your only prepared spells. Sounds good.
Yeah, because those are from my star
you
map.
cannot
Because
have 2 copies of Guiding Bolt.
Well, no, because those are how many charges I get of Guiding Bolt. I get free Guiding Bolt because I'm a Star Druid.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you have 1 prepared spell at 3rd level?
No, I have like 6 spells.
Okay, the only P is on Guiding Bolt, so I need to know what spells you have prepared.
I don't want you don't get to know.
Yeah,
I'm the DM.
No.
I can tell you right
I
now.
can know whatever I want.
Okay, you want to know? Okay,
God
here's
dang
my.
Send me a
I-
version of your character sheet that has the spells prepared that you have prepared.
No.
Guys, that's my line. Shut up. You can't take it. Yes, it's yes, sir. It's yes.
I'm putting my
Eddie.
foot down. I'm the DM.
No, because that's literally I use D&D Beyond.
Crit crab,
Like,
crit crab,
this-
where are you? Help!
This is
My
how
DM wants me to tell me what spells I have prepared. Tell me
You
the
know-
Nazi in the comments section.
Can I say the four?
Crit Crab is like, I'll probably change my mind later, but right now this DM seems pretty reasonable.
Guys, I can't read.
I wish I could fill in the circles because that's how
Sage, you can use
supposed to know
use this dumb D&D Beyond character sheet, but
It's just so
I'm
hard
just
to
worried it will
remember.
confuse you.
I'm already confused.
What do you mean? No, that's not what I used.
I'm not talking to you,
Yeah,
Jake.
shut up, Jake. No
Oh.
one's talking to you.
I'm talking to Sage about his character sheet.
Yeah.
I'm not,
B.
you shut up! I'm not talking to you.
Why am I
This is
being
already
so
chaos.
attacked right? Why am I being so attacked right now?
You're not being
Guys, I
attacked
told
at
you.
all.
You sound
Why are you
just,
attacking me?
You sound just like Whitney right now. It's crazy.
Hey, what's my?
You said
I
just like Whitney
feel
right now.
so
No, I
attacked
don't.
right now.
This feels so attacked right now. All right, since I
Shut
don't
up,
know what
Whitney.
I
my
think
yeah,
using the character sheet where you have to physically write everything onto the character sheet is good because it makes you know what things are on your character sheet, you know?
yeah. I was saying this before. This is like the first time in a very long time I've actually sat down and like made a full character sheet because I usually just have to like do them quickly. And it was great.
Yes.
It was awesome.
So,
I love
let's
doing this shit.
Take our time with this
Anyways.
one because I want us to like know everything our
send this
characters
to you.
do
A
and
lot-
have, you
I
know.
do a lot of these because I get bored.
That's great, Jake. Nobody asked.
Wow, that's mean. Don't get me
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
literally.
As a DM, I'm telling you
I'm
not to be mean to our
literally-
friend
Sorry, I
Jake.
let the intrusive thought take over, Jake. I am sorry. That was
Dude,
me.
don't worry. I have intrusive
Upload
thoughts too.
ReaganStelnar.pdf.
Calm down, Dick. Shut the door.
-1 initiative.
I haven't
Yeah, no,
actually-
my guy's a real fucking treat, let me tell you.
I don't know how I'm gonna RP this character though. That's the one thing I don't know
Well,
yet.
we're gonna RP in a
am-
minute.
Confusion.
Eddie, I'm going to DM
You're
you
confused.
my current 8 spells I have. My 2
Okay, that's
cantrip
fine.
and then my 6 prepared.
Sage, you're confused? Do you want to share your screen?
Oh,
And we can work together?
yeah.
It
Okay.
says Sage, I'm timing you out again.
No.
That's alright.
Timed out
What'd I
Sage for I don't know how long I actually did that for. Oh, I timed you out forever.
Here.
Never mind, I untimed you
So
out.
this is the D&D Beyond thing,
Okay.
and then this is the sheet that I'm fucking working with that I'm blocking everything into. So give me a
Yes.
sec.
So let's
Oh.
see here. I'm looking. It's loading. Okay. So that's the one you're working with, right?
Uh-huh.
Your race is Forest Gnome, that's fine. Class and level. So put Druid 3.
Sorcerer.
Oh yeah, Sorcery 3.
Sorcerer. I hardly know her.
Sorcerer. I hardly know her. Okay. Make sure that it says Wild Magic Sorcerer.
Wild, okay.
Okay, Wild Magic
Wild
Sorcerer, that's fine. So your shit that's checked, that's correct, I think?
Yeah, this is all good.
Everything with it. How do you have 3 saving throw proficiencies? Is that a gnome thing?
Huh? Yeah, it's I don't know. It's from over here, and it just says, "Oh, this is advantage." I just like that's what I took it as. I only have these 2. Never mind.
Okay, and you have different 2 from the ones you checked.
Yep, it's okay.
So you have advantage on that's fine. So just make sure you know that you have advantage on saving throws, not ability checks. Saving throws that use this. So put that in your little features and traits on the right. Saving throws. Okay, so your initiative is +1. It's not 11.
Did I put? Oh, my bad. Whoopsie!
Your
Whoopsie!
not
It's
1.
reversed. It's
We're
11.
professional,
Good job.
folks.
I
Oh,
did just
moon.
I just did a little reversey.
Very nice.
The fuck?
Okay.
This is what do I do with this?
What do you do with what?
This.
I don't see where your cursor is. I don't know what you're referring to.
This. The highlighted stuff.
Okay, that's just like a list of actions you're allowed to do on a turn, so you don't need that on your character sheet.
Okay.
What you can do is put Font of Magic.
Taking this.
Just put Font of Magic and quicken. Just write Fonted Magic on the right. Here's what you should do. Go back. So just get rid of all this right now. Okay? Not everything on this character sheet. Just go to your form fillable character sheet. Delete everything in your traits table right now.
Forget everything you thought you knew.
In this thing right here.
Yes, delete that all.
Okay.
Now, look up 5e Forest Gnome in a new tab. So have a Sorcerer tab and a Forest Gnome tab.
Fucking, what is this thing called again?
It just says that right on your screen.
What?
Quizzies 2.
5e Forest Gnome.
Fucking.
Crazy.
Nope. Know him. I hardly know him.
Okay, Gnome 5e.
Go on Etsy. See what they're selling.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and see.
Okay.
They're really like those little
So
statues.
this Forest Gnome. Okay, so you have 25-foot walking speed. So write that in.
That's stupid.
Why? You're like 3 feet tall.
Shut up. I said that to Jake and not the DM. I respect the DM. That was to Jake.
Okay, you have 60-foot dark vision, so put that in your little,
This is the Jake
abilities.
Day, I guess.
Tab.
Man.
Yeah, Jake.
Dark vision 60 in your abilities. Now go back to Gnome.
Additional fusion. Okay.
So copy all the Gnome abilities. Gnome Cunning. So that's called Gnome Cunning, and you can do parentheses what Gnome Cunning is. Advantage on that. Against magic. So that's not all Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws. That's just the ones against magic. Gnome Cunning.
What is it again? Advantage?
On Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saves against magic.
Oh. Or fucking. I don't know. What is it?
Wiz.
Magic saves.
Saves against magic. So not saves you have to make when casting magic. Against magic. I know this takes a minute, but this is the best way to do character sheet.
Nah, you guys are doing me a solid. This is the ADHD brain coming through. This is why these sheets are so hard. Thanks, Dad. Thanks.
So you can speed, reek, and write common and gnomish. So there's going to be a languages tab on the bottom left of your 5e form fillable sheet. Common, okay, common, dwarvish, and gnomish. That's fine, cool.
Paige, can
Weapons
I be
and
mean
languages
for a
is good.
second?
You don't need to change that.
What? Can you be mean for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be mean.
Eddie, how many forward level spells does Sage's character have?
Oh my god.
Guys, excuse me. Got him. Forward.
Havana syndrome.
Forward level spells. It's okay. I feel like me asking Eddie for help is like a roundabout punch in the face to you, because I should know how to do this by now. I should. And yet I actively no, I don't.
It's fine, Sage. I'm just gonna time you out and chatting.
Okay.
Love you.
So, and then as a forest gnome, you get a +1 to Dex, which you probably already put into your stats there. It looks like you did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you did.
Mhm.
You have all odd stats, so after 3 ability score increases, you'll be popping off.
Woohoo! Yay!
Dude, that 9 intelligence is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's great. That's why I forget everything.
Yeah,
I
you
thought it was
forgetfulness.
perfectly.
I like that.
Yeah.
So go back to forest gnome. You already did that. You did the Dex score. Do you know minor illusion? So put that in your spell list. Go to your spell list and put minor illusion.
Is it a personal spell or is it a fucking?
It's a cantrip.
Where the hell do you see it? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh shit.
It's a cantrip.
Intelligence is your
Jesus.
spellcasting modifier.
So do parentheses int for minor illusion.
Okay. Inta.
What's Jesus, Clark?
We have 63 requests for reward in reward queue.
Oh, and speak with small beasts.
I'm
so
just
put
gonna
that
say
in your
complete
action.
all and see what happens.
Nice.
So just stick with me here.
What do I do?
Oh, never mind. We just said it was complete.
Not
Never
this
mind.
one, the other one. Go to features and write speak with animals or whatever it's called.
Speak with small creature. Small beast.
Small beasts. I got a small beast right here. Come here, small beast.
Olive.
She arrives. She's smelling for a fish.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Today, small beast.
You know, if you click on the Google thing for Pride Month,
so
it tells
that's
you what
done.
Hyper Pop is.
That's done for your class abilities. Now, for your race abilities. Now it's onto your class abilities.
Wait, I get these things.
No, that's for a different kind of gnome.
Mark scribing.
Okay, so back to sorcerer.
So now close the gnome page so don't get confused. Now here, so you're 3rd level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
spellcasting, sorceress.
You get spellcasting. Your sorcerer's origin is your spell class.
Wait, Eddie.
Is your subclass? Yes.
Not to backseat. Maybe background first?
I like doing background last.
Okay.
But that's fine. We can do it now.
No, you're good.
I can do background last, because honestly, I think this is just like a guy from a woodland forest and like who has lived most of his life in a small community.
Sounds like an outlander.
Yeah, it's giving.
Okay, so you don't need to write sorceress origin. That just means your subclass. You don't need to write sorcerer's origin.
Continues to write sorcerer's origin.
Okay.
Can you name your sorcerer subclass right now?
Fucking, I don't know. Wild magic sorcerer.
That was a hard. I hard right there.
You hard. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So font of magic, fucking great. It's on there, I think. No, it's not. I took it off.
Okay, so write font of magic. Now, what does font of magic do?
I don't know. She said.
Let's find out.
God, sometimes I fucking
Scroll down.
No.
It's right there.
Right there.
Wow.
So you have 3 sorcery points because you have a number of sorcery points equal to your level.
Wait, shouldn't I have 3 then?
You do have 3. You start with 2, is what that says.
Oh.
As you level up, you get more. Okay, 3 sorcery points. They recharge after a long rest. Go back to sorcerer now. And you can do flexible casting, which allows you to convert spell slots to sorcery points and sorcery points to spell slots. Just write flexible casting, and then you can.
That's
if you
such
want
a
to do it.
crazy feature.
It's cool.
That's why the Sorlock was so good. Because you would get your
Sorcerers are
spell
pretty
slots back.
unique.
Because you get your spell slots back on a short rest. So then you would just funnel all your short rest spell slots into your sorcery points, and then you would use those sorcery points to get. Yeah, exactly. It's just a constant loop.
And then I also get at 3rd level
The coffee lock.
meta magic.
Mm-hmm. So that lets you pick an option for meta magic. You can pick two of these options.
Cool.
So this is you spend 1 sorcery point to do one of these.
Yeah, I did twinned and I think quickened.
Okay, those are good ones. So write meta magic, twinned, quicken, and then at 10th level you'll gain another meta. And do you know what those do?
Quickened is just like it makes the spell like
A bonus action. You still can't
bonus
cast
action
2 spells in the same turn.
in the same thing. Yeah.
But you can do
and
another
then the twin
action.
spell, I can like copy it. Basically, it's on another person. Yeah.
You can add a target. You can add a second
add a target.
So you can't do 2 fireballs, but you can do 2.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can do 2 fireballs. No, 2 target 2 creatures. So you can do double hold person or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only target.
Whoop! Wait.
Cool.
Reverse it.
Great. And then twinned is extra target. Okay. Now, you don't have anything else because you got to 3rd level. That's what you have. So now in your spells known thing, right?
Mhm.
Go back to sorcerer for
Oops.
a second. So at
Woohoo.
3rd level, you should know 4 cantrips and 4 spells. So write down your spell slots. You have 4 spell slots of 1st level and 2 spell slots of 2nd level. So just put that in slots total there, 4 and 2.
Mhm.
Now let's add 4 more cantrips
Ugh.
from the
Okay.
sorcerer spell list. And you wrote down in the other character sheet some cantrips that you wanted, or no?
I think so. Yeah. They're all like fucking up here for some reason. Or are they? Are they down here?
No, the
Oh,
last
no.
page is your spell
Oh,
list.
they're here. They're here. They're here. Yeah.
No, you can just copy and paste all those over.
Okay, I was just picking this shit. So some of this stuff is not correct because it says I can only have 4 and 2. So I don't know why.
Okay, so you wanted Mage Hand, Shocking Grass, Mold Earth, and Dancing Lights. Those are all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want any ranged spell cantrip?
Sure, I could do that. I
Chromatic
was just
Orb is
picking shit.
range.
Yeah,
that's
it's
not a
first level
cantrip.
spell though. You want like a Firebolt or something.
Firebolt, Frost Ray.
Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost is my
Ray of
favorite.
Frost.
Ray of
Really?
Frost. It is.
I'm a bone chill kind of guy.
Wait, I thought.
You're a
Oh, yeah,
Fire-
Shocking Grass is
chill
also-
kind of.
Firebolt
Yeah.
all the way, baby.
Repost if you're a true boner.
So Mage Hand is good.
Firebolt, fine.
Mage Hand.
I chose some fun. I got some
Maybe
cool
Dancing
spells.
Lights. You got one more. Mold
think
Earth
I
is
have a-
cool. Mold Earth is pretty uncommon.
Oh shit!
and neat.
I forgot to do my cantrips. Oops.
I mean, I can change.
Oh!
Can I change my
And
cantrips
by that I
if I
mean
don't?
I
fucking like
need
them?
one
You
more
cannot change your
cantrip.
Let me just fucking. I'll change it. Like, if I don't like it. Not in the campaign, but like just if I am looking around after we talk.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna do session in a minute, so
Yeah, I
it'd be a
know.
good time to pick them.
And then I'm keeping this shit.
Keeping what? Your first level spells? Okay, so you get 4
Yeah.
total spells that you know.
Yes, 4 total spells. I think 4 total first level spells, right?
4 total spells.
Or just total. That's it.
That's it, because that's what it says on the spells note. And it might be you get a number of additional spells equal to your charisma modifier. Is that right? Let's see.
I get 4 first, and I get 2 second level. So
That's the number of spell slots you have.
I see here. Okay.
Under the spellcasting section, you know 2 first level spells. So yeah. You know 4 spells.
Total. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
And when you level up, you can do some things to replace the spells you know if you want. But this is not a prepared spell class.
Oh my god, so crazy. So I have to go to
Chromatic Orb
this.
is cool.
Fine.
Sorcerer spells right there under all spells.
There we go. Okay, sorry.
There you go.
Wow.
So go to first level.
God.
This is still cantrips. There's going to be a tab on top that says first level.
I know this is annoying. I apologize.
No, it's
I
fine.
can I can go from here. I can finish.
No,
this
I think
shit
this
if you
is
guys
a
wanna-
good. Well, it's a good time to talk about what all your guys' spells are doing because you want to build characters that synergize with each other, right?
Yeah. I have mending, which is necessary to keep my big metal man alive.
Go Metal Man.
It's like your
And-
Eldritch
Guys,
Blast.
now the fans
I
know
could-
everything about my character sheet.
Yeah, could I actually
That's fine.
actually Eddie, I'm gonna be a variant human, do spell adept or whatever it is, so I can have Eldritch Blast.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I got
Titan
Druidcraft.
Blast.
I got Druidcraft and Primal Savagery as my cantrips.
What's
Cool.
Primal Savagery?
It's a
Just like
melee.
gives you like a fang.
Yeah,
It-
single
my-
fang.
my claw. My nails get longer and I scratch people.
Should I have Featherfall just for the sake of having Featherfall? I feel like
You'll be
It's a good
falling
spell
off
to
cliff.
have.
Man, it'd be crazy if
I
I
don't know,
couldn't
man.
just like.
Chromatic
fly
Orb
away.
is a different spell from Chromatic Spray,
Okay.
so you should probably put Chromatic Orb.
Oh,
there
I'm
for
not
the
good enough
the
druid
orb.
yet to know how to fly. Actually, no, that's a bad
Chromatic
action thing.
Also-
spray.
Oh,
What is chromatic
finish it.
spray?
I mean,
It's like
prismatic
it's an
spray.
illusion.
Yeah.
No, it's like a weaker version.
why won't it let me?
You can click off and click on, and it'll maybe let you do a space.
No, it's
Well,
fine.
no,
I'm just gonna
prismatic
fucking
spray is that 7th level spell that does like
orb.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
What
big
the-
one.
Chromatic
No, but
Orb.
there's like it was an illusion spell, but there's like
dingus
there's like
Uh,
smaller,
Mhm.
and it was crazy when he did.
because he rolled an 8, which meant it hit twice.
You probably want at most 2 second level spells. You want enough first level spells that it's like useful to you.
Should I go for some Earthbind?
Earthbind is cool. Earthbind like traps a thing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be the trapper. Hardly know her.
You're gonna trap.
Trapper. I'm a trapper.
Earthbound.
This whole campaign,
to-
it's a trap. It's just
Mhm.
like that movie,
Yeah.
Trap. Remember the movie Trap?
Okay. This is another second level spell here.
Yeah, it came out like last year.
Yeah, it was a banger. Big fan of Trap.
Magic weapon is always
Oh
good.
my god, I remember this one.
Nether's Mischief. You want to roll on the mischievous surge table.
Yeah,
you
I
can
think
be a
this is
table
lines for my
max. You can
character.
table max. You can play a character that has the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
tables. Your job is just tables.
Yeah.
Tables!
Ladders and chairs.
Cool.
We're having a
Yeah,
TLC
sounds
match.
good.
Jake, your character sheet looks fine, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Just make sure that you don't have weapons and armor until you pick
I
them up.
don't. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll take off my leather armor. I thought we
Yeah,
would
I
have.
mean, having like leather armor on you is fine. You do not like. There's no like plate armor or anything that you have.
No, I'm a druid. I can't wear metal.
I know you're not wearing wood plate armor.
I find a
Your
nice
plate
good
armor
tree.
for a druid.
I see a nice tree and I debark it and I make bark armor.
Barmer.
Barmer, they call it. That's what got me into my little club
Your guild
of
is you made
my,
some
my
barmer
little.
and they were really
they're like-
impressed.
They're like, hey man, I really like your bark armor. You should join
So
my
what's the
coven.
name of your group?
I don't know yet. You should join my coven.
You should write it. Let's come up with the name of your group while Sage finishes his spells here.
Okay.
I think I only get 4, right? That's it, right?
You get 4 total, so
Yeah,
not
I got
including
my 4
cantrip.
total.
What do you have?
I got Chromatic Orb, Featherfall, Earthbound, and Nether's Mischief.
Okay, cool. What are your put for your spellcasting class? What is it?
My spellcasting class?
This is like a
Sorcerer.
test. Go back to your character
Wild
sheet.
magic.
This is a
Sorcerer.
test.
I said that. I said
What?
that. And Clark stole my
This
joke.
shit.
He did it high. He high on pot news to me. Scroll down to page 3.
Scroll down to page 3.
Spellcasting class. Sorcerer.
Whoa.
It's just sorcerer.
Fucking sorcerer.
Wild fucking sorcerer.
You're so funny.
Okay.
Spellcasting
I
ability
know.
is charisma. So what's your spell save DC?
I don't know. It's like plus my proficiency and my
It's
charisma,
8
right?
plus your proficiency plus your charisma. So what is that?
Okay, so 5
What's your
plus
current
8
what's
is
your current
13.
charisma?
Yes.
Okay.
And what's your spell attack bonus?
Okay, 17. Okay.
That one that's my proficiency and my
It should be
fucking charisma,
it should be
right?
plus
Just
Which
that?
is
should be
what?
plus 5.
Plus 5.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it's
can do
5.
math.
Cool.
Plus.
So, you can add the personal details later. You have
Later.
an explorer's pack, so make sure to put that in your equipment and your arcade focus. And now we can add the background.
What back did I take?
So, do you guys think that your characters are citizens or not?
I think
Probably
I
not.
lived in my character's probably from civilization.
Yeah, I
So
said my
That doesn't
guy
mean
was
you're
the
you are a
district.
citizen. Your guy is from the Eastern Commandery.
Yes.
Okay. So he's like a local.
Yeah, and I've been investigating the goings on.
Then he would not be a citizen.
Never mind then. Yeah,
You're
I'm
an immigrant,
not
just
a
like me.
citizen.
A citizen is just like a social signifier, basically.
Wait, you're saying I'm
It's
an
almost like-
immigrant who's got to go and rise to like some occasion? Can I?
immigrants
can my
immigrants
guy
could never
rap,
get the job
actually?
done.
Can I rap? Can I rap about how
mhm.
this is like a big thing and how my budget plan is really important and get like $1 million
You can rap
fucking
about the
Tonys?
Federalist Papers.
Yeah. Here's the rapper I talk about cheating on my wife. Ooh.
That's not how he sounds.
My name is Lin-Manuel
But I
Miranda,
cheated
and
on
I'm
my
here to
wife.
say I cheated on my wife in a sexual way. Holy
You can put that in your accent section
We're
here.
clipping
Lin-Manuel
that.
Miranda.
I did not
Clark
cheat on
is just
my
so
wife.
tickled pink by his own joke that he clips his own joke.
No one else
That's
can
insane.
clip anything. No one else is mod.
or a loss.
I can make a clip right now. Yeah, it's Alt X.
Clip that.
Clip.
Clip that. Hell, that's
Clip
clipped.
that. Somebody clip that. Somebody
that's
clip that.
clipped. That's clipped. Fuck, man. Now I kind of want to change my entire character so I can talk like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Nothing is stopping you from already talking like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
No, it's too late.
Oh yeah.
It's too late.
Okay, Sage, so what do you think your character's background is?
Fucking Outlander.
I know, but like what backstory?
Outlander.
He probably like grew up, yeah, just like in a foraging community, and they like nomad group that kind of probably just like waltzed around the empire.
Okay. What makes him
And-
come here?
I wonder if there was during the 3 weeks. Well, okay, so like, where was the like blackout again? Like the sun when it disappeared. Like, was it in a specific continent? Like, would it?
It
have
was
started
only
anywhere
here.
else?
It was
It was only
here.
in this region.
And it
and there's
lasted
no
3 weeks.
There's no separation like between these two places, like of open space or anything like that.
I mean, there's an
I'm just
ocean.
trying to.
What's the time difference between when the sun returned to the time now?
13 years.
Why are people investigating this after 13 years?
They've been investigating it the whole time and haven't turned anything up, and this is the Empire's like major effort towards it.
Because they're getting nothing, so now they're putting a lot more effort into it?
Yes, and also they're trying to, reinvigorate the local economy and stuff. The economy of
boosting
Stormport
the
is recovering. I
Oh,
mean,
it's recovering.
they are valuable
The
exports from here.
the port that we just entered.
Yes, is
It's
like
trying
the
to
only
recover
major
from
city
this.
around here. They're trying to recover from this calamity, which happened a long time ago, but it takes a while for big
Because of these
social events like this to happen.
and so on.
There are
in
monsters
this,
everywhere. Mostly the monsters are in the less populated parts of the continent, but sometimes they appear in the cities. Like, people will go in their basements and find a monster sometimes. the city, generally speaking, is not more unsafe than anywhere else in a generic fantasy world, but you know,
This reminds me of the plot of Final Fantasy 15, where when it gets dark, all the creatures come out from the highway and they're
the
super
creatures
strong.
would never come out when it gets dark. Is all I could say.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. These are creatures that need the sun. That's why they have leaves.
There's mining here. There's a timber
Callback.
industry. There's a timber industry. This place is rich in natural resources, basically.
Okay, that's why they're putting so much an effort into it, because all the materials that we can recover are worth a lot of money.
Think about like Roman Britain. That's the closest analogy.
Okay. This has nothing to do with my character. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good world building. You know, you need to know. There are like a lot of different, like the Imperial. There are many Imperial provinces that you could be from. You know, Sage, and have traveled all around the Empire. And now you're coming here. Maybe you're just trying to explore, and this is like a free vacation to you. Maybe
I'm thinking
backpacking
more
through
like
the ghost lands for a
yeah,
semester.
like probably they were they were probably like with a
no one
group
calls it.
that went off to explore like probably some other area to scout out, and like some fucking horrible weather fucking event happened, and
Oh, were you
they got
shipwrecked?
I don't know, shipwrecked, or if just like it got like so rain that he like just like lost himself, like slipped down a hill, like like classic
He
Disney style where
slipped
they fucking
down
like
a hill.
fucking yeah, he slipped down a hill, fucking like lost a step, and now he's just like, oh, I'm alone now. Okay, and he's trying to
So
like find his way.
the way you would come to you're part of this expedition.
Hmm.
You're here as part of this expedition. That's like the only instruction
You
in character
chose to be
creation.
here. You didn't
Yeah,
stumble
you
upon it.
at
You
some
chose.
point made the decision to sign up for this expedition. And there's also basically no way to come to this place other than by signing up for this expedition.
Like, I'm here because I'm part of a society of people that like do
I'm
research
trying
and
to
shit. And
investigate this.
yeah, and I'm the newbie, so they're like, "Hey, let's send the newbie here to
And the
do
newbie
digging
to
for us."
Ghostlands.
Yeah,
Send them to the
exactly.
ghost lands, baby. It's catching on.
I
The
think
only
I
one who
think
calls
I
it the
think I
Ghostlands
think
is
they were
Clark.
recruiting. I think they were recruiting at like a local pub that this guy just like stumbled into after like
Free
being
money.
separated
Just
from
going to a
his
place.
group.
Count me in.
Yeah, he just like he goes somewhere on the outskirts of the Empire, and
Mhm.
he walks in, he goes and like is like in a fucking tavern like getting something, and some guy comes in and is like, they're looking for signups over there, and this kid's like, oh yeah, that sounds like something to do.
And
I'm
you
not doing
sailed
anything right
across the
now.
sea to join the army.
And then, well, no, and then he probably just like he got halfway there. He's forgetful, so like he just like he doesn't. So he just like probably is like, oh, am I signing this for thing? This up, signing up for this thing, and then goes and like does something else, and then he probably like remembers, felt like somebody says something about it because it's probably like a big deal. Oh, they're
So
picking
your
everybody
character
up
is
to
like
go.
cartoonishly forgetful to the point where it affects his life.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean my intelligence score is a 9.
That
It's
just
not
means
horrible.
slightly below average.
I know it's
That just
fucking
means you're like
stupidity.
you're bringing up the state test scores, but like
No,
you're
no,
not.
no, no,
You
no, no,
can
no.
like live in the world with an
I'm getting
intelligence
like
of
a
9.
19 on my SAT.
You probably, I think a 19 is average. Well, on the SAT,
Yeah.
I think like a rock gets a 19 on the SAT.
Yeah, if you write your name, you get 100 points.
Nice.
It would be really hard to get 19 points on the SAT.
Yeah, like getting 0 is easy.
Oh, I'm
Getting
sorry.
19 is
ACT.
hard.
ACT.
ACT.
That's
You're
also
probably
like a decent number. 19? What is it ACT up to? 24?
Guys,
36.
32.
36. Maybe in Lake George it only went up to 32, but I'm
Shut
from
the
New
fuck
York.
up.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah. So probably like was like, oh yeah, this thing I signed up for, just something to do, and then fucking yeah, probably like traveled a ways away, and then yeah, did I have to get on a ship to get here?
You would have had to get on either a ship or an airship to get here.
Oh, okay. So
You have
yeah,
to cross
probably
the
we just
ocean.
What's more expensive?
Oh, you know what? You know what he probably wanted? He probably wanted to just like travel in
I
like
think
not
they
on
pay
his
for your
feet for
ticket.
once.
They pay for your ticket.
Yeah, he probably just wanted to fucking like he was like, "Oh, new place to go to. Oh, big
Did,
ship.
did
I've
the
never been
soci-
on a ship before."
did the
Okay,
society
so
pay for my ticket, or they're like, no, did you gotta pay for yourself?
the army probably paid for your ticket.
Oh, okay.
They
Where
want
the
people
fuck
here. They're making a large investment in the recovery of this area. If you read the letter again, you can see that the Empire is very concerned about this part of the world. They need to secure their grip here.
Wonder?
Because
Yeah.
it provides a lot of natural resources. You wonder?
Oh.
You said you wonder?
No, I was saying I'm a wanderer. That's part of
Okay,
my
wanderer,
background as
yes.
an Outlander. Yeah.
Okay, but you're willing to sign up in this army and you're willing to follow orders. This
Yeah,
is basically what they
yeah.
would have asked you before.
We make
Yeah, I've
this
worked in a
whole
group a
character
long
and just
time.
like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, he just
no,
said,
I don't
yeah,
follow
yeah.
orders. I'm like a free spirit. Thanks for the free trip, dog. I'm gonna go backpacking out in the ghost lands.
Yeah.
Drill sergeant
I'm
smacks
gonna
you. He's
stay in
like, no.
hostels in Slovenia.
Like, yeah, I worked in a group for a long time.
POV.
I can work with people. Yeah, they probably like phrased questions in a way where he was like, yeah,
Are
I've
you from
worked in a group.
Wisconsin? Are you from Wisconsin?
No,
No,
What's
no.
Wisconsin?
What's that? Never heard of that.
What's Wisconsin? No. All right, we can play. I think we're good, right? I just gotta send you my sheet now.
Yeah, send me your sheet and I'll check it.
Just add this little ta-da, you know. Do I get any attacks besides my fist and
Wouldn't you like to know?
your ass?
I mean, you are a spellcaster. You don't do any melee, especially a sorcerer.
I don't know. I might
You
be
don't do
able to hit
any
somebody.
melee.
Whee.
The only
What's my
reason
name
why you'd be
again?
up close is because you have like an
McDuffie.
up.
Hello, Fuzz. What
Why
the
do
fuck
they
is
call
that?
you Fuzz? Why is Fuzz your nickname?
Cause Fuzz is just Phus, but like the pronunciation a different way.
That doesn't answer the question.
It's
Why
like
do
short
they call you?
version.
Why do they call you this? Why is this your nickname?
I don't know. It's the shortest part of my name.
Where is the word fuzz in your name?
No, Fuzz. Hello, Fuzz. Fuzz sounding like Fuzz. The end of his name would, but they
No,
all
your
have
last
like
name's
weird
Elo
accents.
Fur.
No,
Elo
Elo.
Fur.
Oh,
Yeah, it says Elifer.
I pressed the wrong thing. My bad.
I
Sorry.
pressed the wrong
My
Pressed the wrong-
God.
I'm dead.
It's okay. It's okay, guys. The hate has to stop. You gotta stop hating on me right now.
Oh.
I just feel so attacked.
I just feel so attacked.
Take ownership.
All right.
Japan develops artificial blood compatible with all blood types. You mean O negative?
What? What?
All right. What is? Did you send your sheet?
Yeah, I was changing LO fuzz to LO. Sorry. My dumbass. It's okay.
Reagan Stelnar. Okay.
Sending
Caustic
it.
brew. You only have dancing lights as a cantrip clerk?
Pardon? Dancing lights. Sorry, I updated it. I have mending as well.
Okay.
Yoink.
Also, to your previous question, I know 4 infusions, but I can infuse 2 things.
Right. At a time.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say at once. You have 2 infusions, so you get 2.
Yeah, like 2 things
the
can't be
whatever.
infused.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah shit, I forgot to copy my stuff over, but I'm gonna copy my stuff over.
You forgot?
The fucking skills, I just need to
Oh,
put the
yeah.
+1,
Oh,
+1.
you
yada,
should
yada,
have
yada.
more proficiencies also from your background.
My proficiencies, I think, are just in insight and in arcana
Yeah, and
right
being an
now.
outlander, did you put your background as outlander?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't add your background.
Oh shit, sorry.
So add your background and then fill out your skills accordingly.
Athletics and survival, sir. Hi. Okay. Do I get an extra language? I get an extra language.
From Outlander, I think you do.
Yes. So I know a total of 4 languages. I get to no more than I'm gonna stop talking now. Can't.
You get to
Can't.
know more.
No
No
more.
more.
That's like your
Please,
catchphrase.
no more.
No more.
That's your
Hey guys.
catchphrase.
No more.
Okay, so once you fill out this Outlander, then we'll get started.
This is why you're charisma 17, because of these little puns you make, you little gnome.
Hey, that's kind of offensive. Don't
Everyone,
say
do
little.
you just have like a magnetic personality?
Yeah. What's not to
Okay.
like?
Is the like astral elf trance thing that they should rename that aura farming?
That would be awesome.
Aura? Did someone say aura farming?
So I actually brought that in because I was like, oh, I think it would be really interesting since I'm going to be, sort of a variety of weapons. I can go and focus in on that. And then Battlesmith just gives you proficiency with all martial. I did that and I was
Hey,
like, oh, well, it's too late now. Fuck it.
Hey, Eddie, as a cosmetic thing for my since I'm a changeling as a star druid, could I have like stars in my eyes when I'm in like my normal
Are you
self?
going to ask me to like give you the Sharingan eye?
No, the Sharingan. No, the
Eddie, can
Sharingan.
my
No, that's something
character
else.
have the Sharingan eye?
I asked for stars.
Can my
That's not even
character perform
close.
the infinite Tsukuyomi?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd
Is
be
that
sick.
okay? Can I do that?
That's a
No.
very
Mods?
You
Can I have
cannot perform
stars?
any. The most advanced genjutsu you know is minor illusion.
I'm just asking for cosmetic stars in my eyes,
Yes,
like
you can.
like little twinkles.
Sure, that's fine.
Awesome.
If you're not
Let's
going to
go.
ask me to like give you true sight or
What?
something,
What?
Yeah.
No, I
It
just know it's a
provides
cosmetic thing
me
because I'm a
true
star druid.
sight.
I don't even have dark vision.
It's just like no,
so...
I
you
have
could
an
just
idea
say it's like
here.
magic. You could say it's like a minor illusion that you're constantly playing on. Like
No, that's a waste.
huh?
That's
had
a
an
waste of
idea.
a minor.
A
I had
minor
an
illusion
idea.
isn't it a cantrip or am I crazy?
Well, like
It is,
my other cantrips are more
but it
important.
costs an action.
Oh, I see. But like just like casually, passively, like once you could be like once at the start of every day, it'd be like,
Yeah,
hey,
I mean, I
you
think that
fucking
like if it's like a natural thing about your character's magic, that's it.
Yeah,
Just
because I'm a star druid, so I'm just like I get like a starry form, and I have
yeah,
starry
you could have
form
like
and all that
weird
shit.
glassy eyes with stars in them. Fine.
I I was gonna say I have like blacked out eyes, but I have constellations. That sounds cool, but I don't think
That's
about
cool.
that.
You
Maybe
can do that.
later.
Like
I can do
especially when
that.
you're doing your thing, your
Ah,
stars form, when you're turning into a cup or whatever it is.
sir, it's an archer, a chalice, or a dragon.
Chalice. You know what a chalice is? I'm gonna look up chalice.
Yeah, I know what a
Wait, you can
chalice
choose?
is. I've
I
Large
didn't know
seen.
cup.
chalice was an
A
option. That's fucking
large cup.
hilarious.
That's why I said turning into a cup.
Yeah, it's a chalice. It's the healing form. There's like dragon form helps with con saves. Chalice helps heal people, and archer is a damage form. I will never wild shape once because these are objectively better. I did make sure to take a healing spell. Okay.
Great.
I didn't take
Okay.
cure wounds because I'm not a healer. I chose healing
Do you
word
guys feel
because it
ready
makes more
to
sense.
begin?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get started. Actually, let me get water and then let's get started.
Then we'll get started. I'm gonna go piss
Oh my
pants.
god.
I think I'm gonna
Eddie's
make a gamer
always
sub.
getting water.
I think I'm gonna make a gamer sub while Eddie's grabbing his water. I also have my headphones on. I can still talk.
I can still hear you fuckers.
Luna,
My doors get stuck. She says, "Do." Wait, who's he yelling at?
Yelling at a
I thought he was
dog.
gonna yell at me, being like, "Do not." I'm like, "Do not get gamer sub, Jake." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Okay, no, that's why I have 2 ice trays, because if one's empty, the other one should have ice in it. I'm so smart. Hey Clark, what flavor should I drink? Let's do this one. I need to get new flavors soon. I'm running out. Is anyone else excited? I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Because Clark gets to play, and I never get to play with Clark.
It's gonna be great. My character doesn't speak common.
Okay, I know other languages.
He doesn't speak any known language. He speaks in an ancient, unknown language that no one knows
Are
about.
you talking about either primordial or Sylvan? Oh,
French.
Oh. What's the French equivalent that Matt Mercer made?
I don't know. I don't.
Because Zemian is like the German one. I'm pretty sure the German accent.
I don't trust Matt Mercer. You know this.
Okay, you guys ready?
Hell
I'm
yeah.
in my kitchen currently.
Elephas.pdf. It still says Elifer on your character sheet.
Also,
I mean,
Eddie,
you could just.
The poll did end, and like, if you could send me that money, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Because I owe you $5 because of tyranny.
Yeah, just for like all that you've done to me over, our long period of friendship.
Wow.
Hey, why would you do that to him?
It was going to be more, but then I remembered
him with a lot of unconditional support despite questionable decisions, and he's mad at me.
Yeah, I was gonna make it more, but then I remember the red milk joke, and I thought that was pretty worth it.
Red milk.
Hey guys, they're filming
red milk.
You guys are filming.
Do you want to tell the group about this joke, Clark?
Yeah, so we went to Insomnia Cookies in college, and we were we got some cookies, and Eddie was like, and we're like, oh, do you want anything to drink? And Eddie's like, oh, can I get some red milk? Because it was milk with the red cap on it. And for whatever reason, I thought that was the funniest thing I had ever fucking heard.
Red milk.
That's great. That's crazy. What were you expecting?
I excused myself from the fucking
crazy
location.
You had to leave the building.
It was bad.
You just had an attack. Okay. Ready to get started?
I'm sitting down. I'm sitting.
Let's do it. Eddie, you have the honors. Go ahead, do it. Say the words.
Picking up where we left off.
Yo.
We're not picking up anything.
I seem to recall telling you where you were waiting in line. So
yeah, you got me.
Got his ass.
You receive a pack containing a small field guide to the Eastern Commandery, a letter from the commander of the Eastern Frontier, at least signed by the commander of the Eastern Frontier, an explorer's pack, or a pack of basic gear, which will show up on your character sheet as an explorer's pack, and a dog tag that says Barracks A.
Okay.
There's also a small map of the city of Stormport, which I will give you for the next session. But the city is laid out in a big grid. It's like a walled military camp almost that has overgrown its walls, and it stretches along a small section of coast where is the port you came in on if you came by sea. And the map includes small designations, including for this this field office and the different barracks around town. There seem to be barracks A through G. With this documentation in your hands, the Imperial soldiers handing your stuff out, nod and show you on your way out the door. You seem to be expected to go immediately to the barracks, but you can explore if you want.
I'll head to the barracks.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Sage will be back in a minute, it looks like. Okay, you guys head straight to the barracks?
Yes.
Okay, so it turns out that the streets of the city, while not deserted, are not bustling, and it's pretty easy to navigate through. You pass some shops, it looks like. A lot of places with selling things like fishing supplies, agricultural tools, a lot of fertilizer, you notice, seems to be being sold. And other farming and fishing equipment that seems designed to rejuvenate the land and the water. You arrive pretty quickly at Barracks A. It's in the northeast corner of town, so the farthest away from the water of the port. It takes you maybe about 15-20 minutes to walk the length of the town.
So Barrack A is the farthest away. It's the okay.
It starts in the top right, and then it goes to the top left. The barracks are all across the northern wall of the town.
Okay. Oh, so the barracks in general are just the farthest away from everything, or at least the water. Okay.
Roll me a history check.
An 8.
An 8. Okay. It seems like the barracks are across the north wall of town.
Oh, they're at the other end of town, away from the
You
water.
pass other buildings on your way that look like they may have formerly had military uses, but they seem now to be either residences or shops, or maybe offices. The city looks like it probably has about 20 to 30,000 people living here.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of people.
You arrive quickly at Barracks A. The door seems locked. Quickly, you roll initiative for me.
That's a 15.
15.
Also a 15.
Okay, what is your dex modifier?
-1.
Okay.
+2.
So it's not by much. But Vela, you get there. Is it Vela or Vila?
I was thinking more of a Vila.
Okay, Vila. That's a nice Imperial name. You arrive there first, but not by much.
Do I
Not
notice
long
that
after Reagan appears as well.
Do I know immediately that the door is locked, or do I have to like try to?
You try to open the door. It's closed.
Yeah.
It does not open. It's locked.
Yeah, having trouble with that?
It's locked.
No, wait. I go and I grab the doorknob.
Okay.
Okay.
I try to open the door.
It's like a heavy wooden door, and it does not open. It's locked, it appears.
Well, there's the problem. It's locked.
I said that. Are you also? Do you live here too now?
I suppose so. Reagan Stelnar.
Vila Drift.
You notice that behind me there's a lumbering mechanical creature that seems to just sort of be like churning its way towards us.
What is that?
Oh, that's mine. Pay it no mind.
Did you make it?
Yeah, it's good. It holds my books, holds my bags.
Pretty good craftsmanship. I haven't seen one this big.
Yeah, thanks. It's it's all right. It's all right. But you
God fucking damn! I wish I did not say that. Why did I say it like that?
you from around here?
Oh no, I took the boat.
Yeah. Everybody I've spoken to so far has just been newcomers. I gotta, get my teeth into someone who's been here a little while, figure out what's going on.
How long have you been here?
About 45 minutes.
Oh! So we were on the same boat together then. More than likely.
Possibly.
As you're talking, you notice a small crowd of, it looks like, other new recruits gathering around, other people who were assigned Barracks A.
How
There's
big is
sort
the
of
barracks building?
a little commotion. The barracks building, it looks
Me
pretty
playing the
big.
flute.
Yes, as you guys are talking, Eliphas, McDuffie Eliphas, you arrive.
It's me. I'm
It
the
loo-
commotion.
It,
It's me.
it looks
I'm the
like there's
commotion.
a crowd of people, but none of them seem to know what's going on. The building is probably, it looks like it's about 2 stories, but pretty large in floor plan.
Mm-hmm.
Oi,
I
that's a big ass building.
I look over to Clark's character and I point over to Sage's character. I'm like, we have a bard. Did you see how they played the flute?
Yeah.
We have a-
You there? You know anything good?
Huh? Me?
Do you know any good music?
You have no
Oh,
good
yeah.
car ideas.
Oh, lot of good songs. Do you know good music?
I lean back over. I don't think this one's a bard. They seem confused about how this works.
Hey, fellas, why are we all standing around?
Would you like to open the door?
What door?
The door we're all in front of. I motion to
I
the
can't
door.
see a door.
I lean
I
down.
point to the back
lean
of
over-
somebody else's, someone
Oh,
else's back,
here,
like I don't have vision.
I think I know what to do here. I pick up a small rock and I go, make like a fart sound into it, and I hand it over to Sage's character.
Oh.
Here you go. Just
Oh, you should watch the bean intake there. Oh, but thanks.
No, touch it.
Huh? Rock? Touch the rock?
Yeah, geez, you're sharp. Touch the rock.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that.
As you touch
I'll
the
touch the
rock,
rock.
it utters out the little.
What does it utter out?
Oh, it utters out the sound I just made.
Made a
I
fart
fucking
sound.
couldn't hear that. Oh.
Oh, it didn't pick
The
it
rock
up.
made a fart sound.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. Just
Oh.
keep doing that with the adults, figure out what's going on. Hey, anybody got a key to this joint?
Suddenly, there's a big hustle and bustle as a figure looks to be about 4.5 feet tall in Imperial heavy armor. Saunters up to the door. Yeah, sorry about that. I overslept. First officer, Rodanthe Victus, at your service. Here, let's see. She fumbles through her ring of keys here. Let me put the name NPC repository.
Rodanthe?
Rodanthe.
Are they rat-like in nature?
No.
Dang.
Do you take a closer look at this individual while she's going through
Yeah,
her
certainly.
ring of keys? She seems to be a dwarf, a hill dwarf. Strong of build, with a mace, and it looks like a lantern, though it's unlit, on her hip. She gets the door open and pushes it open and says, "All right, all is inside. We're behind schedule."
Mark, what race are you?
I'm an astral elf, but I'm a little bit short.
Lord Farquaad, head looking ass.
Astral elves don't look like Lord Farquaad.
No, yeah,
Is that
you just said he
canon?
was short.
No, it is not canon. I said I'm a
It is
little
now
short.
canon.
I'm 5'4".
Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad is not 5'4". All right, well,
Let's see. I'm going to look up Lord Farquaad canon height. You see people start to filter into the building around you. They seem a little upset. Reagan,
4
about your
feet.
middleman blocking the way.
4'6".
Oh, you get in there. My construct just as he walks, he makes this sort of humming sound. It sounds like the electric car hum.
Hmm.
Oh, I love that sound. Noise.
Is it like a bunk room immediately when we walk in, or is it like...
No, it looks like when you walk in, to the left, there seems to be a staircase that goes up above you.
Mhm.
To the right, there seems to be some kind of training area, and what behind it looks like a mess hall, a long dinner table. And there's some walls and doors, like, to the left of that. It looks like that must be the kitchen. Everyone filters inside. Rodanthe muscles her way through the crowd and walks to the front of the group. All right, y'all. We're behind schedule, so I'll make this quick. I'm First Officer Rodanthe Vivictus, if you didn't hear, and I will be your commanding officer until further notice. Go upstairs, sort yourself to your beds, leave your things there, come back down for further orders. Be back in 5 minutes. People start, like, crowding each other up the stairs, trying to get the good bunks.
Eddie, I want a bed with the best possible view of the sky outside.
There are
So
no windows.
I'm having a problem. I'm panicking. There's
I'm
no
having
natural,
a problem.
There's
Seeing
no
everyone-
natural light.
Is there some issue, soldier?
You punch a hole through the wall?
I would like if there was maybe a window.
Oh, you would like if there was a window? Were you promised a window? Is there
No.
a contract guaranteeing you a window?
No.
You're spending a lot of time outside. Don't worry, find a bunk. Window. He scoffs.
Given my lackluster movement abilities, I'm gonna try to send my steel defender ahead to secure me a decent bunk.
It seems like everybody thinks the steel defender is a warforged who is also here.
That is totally fine.
I'm gonna find a bottom bunk then.
A bottom bunk. The bunks are like cots, so there's no top or bottom bunks. Around the top floor, there seem to be about 24 bunks arrayed in a grid, and there's like
Oh, I thought these were bunk beds. I thought
an
just
aisle
bunk.
through the middle.
Yeah.
It's just a bunk.
Okay. There's a whole lot of bunk. Bunk.
Bunk.
While I'm sort of putting my things away, can I try to scope out? I'm looking for someone who looks like they aren't a new recruit, if there are any.
There are some people here who have, like, armor that looks Imperial. And nobody who has, like, any kind of military medals or anything except for a Rodanthe, but there's some there are some people who look like trained soldiers. It's kind of hard to tell if somebody is from this part of the world, largely because anyone here who is like a local either lives in a village or in like a refugee camp outside of Stormport, and or just looks like any Imperial citizen would. And because most of the people who lived here left or died or disappeared during the catastrophe. But there are people who look like they're not new to military life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Looking around the room, there seems to be a trying to look up the name. I know what they're called. There seems to be a rather tall and slender myconid with like a moral mushroom cap. And a human who both are wearing armor that you notice.
All right. If we have time while we're getting everything ready, I'll approach.
There's a mushroom wearing armor?
Yeah. You'll approach.
I'll approach the mushroom man.
What do you want?
Hey, you not to speak ill of my other new recruits, but you look like you've actually seen a bit of this world. Have you been out there?
Who's asking?
Reagan Stelnar. You might have heard of me. I'm the wordsmith.
What?
That's fine. But I'm a bit of a reporter. I'm looking to, see what it's going on out there. Have you been out there?
I've been a lot of places. This is my first stint here, but I've been in the military for about 7 years.
All right, I see.
My name is Grondler Vinax.
Well, Mr. Vinax, that is
That's how it's spelled.
All right. Well, Mr. Vinax, that if you have any tips or anything going into this, I'm not exactly used to military service. I mean, what do you make of our?
Use the bathroom whenever possible, and don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
All right, that sounds good. In that case, I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Sounds good. Make sure you get one of the good bunks too.
Yeah, don't worry. I got a thing on it.
All right. He shrugs and turns around to go back to his bunk.
Mm-hmm.
My bed is covered in crystals and rocks that I have put in an orientation that I believe that would be most suffice, since there's no windows.
It's covered in rocks?
I like...
What is the orientation of the rocks meant to accomplish?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Shawty's trying to make stars with her rock shapes, so that way she can look at the stars, be in the stars, in bed.
Are you like hanging them above the bed, or are you like putting them out on the bed?
Can I put the selection under the bed so it's not seen?
That's fine.
So I don't get in trouble because
you get some
of
weird
a messy
looks.
I don't care what they think. I care what the first officer thinks. I don't care what these people. I'm here. I don't care.
Okay. So, after a few minutes, people seem to start heading downstairs. All the beds have been sorted out. It doesn't really look like any of the bunks are better or worse than the others. You might be a little bit worried about bed bugs or something, but things look pretty clean and well maintained. It's not fancy, certainly.
That's what the rocks are for. They keep the bugs away.
They're anti-bug rock.
No.
Eddie, can I add my character backstory has a rock that keeps tigers away?
What?
I have my rock that keeps tigers away.
You do not have a rock that keeps tigers away.
Damn it.
I do.
I'm putting my foot down.
Fuck.
But you push me around enough, Clark.
Great crab.
I'm calling Crit Crab. Okay. Is there
calling
anything you want to do, Sage, while this is going on?
Yeah, I'd probably like look for. I mean, like, are all the like cots / bunks like up against a wall, or
Yeah, they appear to be arranged sort of parallel to each other against the building is longer than it is wide, right? So about every, there's about 6 feet of space
there's like
between
okay.
each bunk on each side for 12 bunks per side.
Okay.
And the
Yeah, I
headboards
want
are
to get
against
a.
walls.
Oh, just the headboards?
Yeah.
It's longer than it is wide.
So
I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm visualizing it. I can see the shape in my head, Eddie. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I can see it in my head.
Good.
Can I please have a wall bed?
They're
Can I
all
roll
wall
together?
beds.
No, you want like a corner. You want like
Can I get a wall?
no, you want
Can
a
I get a
corner.
bed
You
that
want
can
a corner.
fold up into the wall?
No, like okay, so
Can
I'm
I get
thinking.
can I get a
there's
like, it has a remote control?
is this a no? Is
Eddie-
this a is this a
Eddie, can I have a
is this
corner?
a
Can I have a corner office?
that's what I was trying to like say. Like I want the bed like in the
You
corner.
want to
like,
you want
where
one
it's
in the
touching
corner.
both
There's the
walls.
where it's touching both walls.
Yeah.
How many? There's only 4 of those in this whole
Roll
bunk area.
initiative.
Roll what?
Initiative.
I'm gonna be in the middle. I wanna bother the most amount of
That's
people.
a natural
as possible.
20. On
you get a
God.
corner bunk.
I'm
You
taking
get a
a
corner bunk.
picture right now. It's
You
right
have a corner
here.
bunk. You have a corner bunk. Congrats. You got there real fast.
time.
You like it almost
You know
scares
what I
people how
did?
fast you like slip to the side of the room.
Whoop.
You secure one of the coveted corner bunks.
Hell yeah.
Up on the wall, you notice there's a label. It's like printed onto the wall, like stenciled. It says Barracks A, Imperial Expedition. There's like a little military insignia. Doesn't have a symbol or anything. Just what it says.
Barracks A. What?
Imperial Expedition.
Does this seem
Is that
out of
something I should know?
place for us?
No,
Yeah.
it's just like the wall
There,
is
it's
labeled,
like
basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Instead of a window, it was important to have this label.
Oh, I'm like this dumb. We don't need this here. I need a window. I need fresh air.
I'll go over
There's
to
so much dust in here.
I'll go over to Jake's character. Look at that. That is a beautiful insignia.
I think a window would go a lot better. There's so much dust in here. As I lift up my blanket and that's on the bed and I just hit it in the air. So
You notice it looks like this bed has been made not that long ago.
So there's not that much dust on it.
Took someone's
Huh? No, nobody's stuff is on it. It just can't have been. Somebody has made this bed within the last 2 days.
Okay. Dust would still sit after 2 days if no one touched it.
Look, kid.
But,
Yeah, it's not like crazy dust.
It's not a lot. Yeah, I get it. But there's no ventilation in here.
Dust builds
There's
character.
ventilation. I mean, it's like the building is like a log cabin. So there's little gaps between the logs.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the whole city is built out of local evergreen trees.
Okay.
It seems like there might be a lot of timber around here.
Are we in a temperate zone?
You are in a the climate is very continental.
Okay.
Think of like Japan or southern Alaska or something.
Japan!
Japan!
Are we in Japan?
Come on,
Very
Vela,
cold.
we gotta go downstairs
This
and get our
Japan?
kunai.
Cold winters, rainy springs, lots of trees, hot summers, bugs. It's about fall.
My Druidcraft lets me predict the weather every for the next 24 hours, so I will be using that.
Do you do that?
I'm not doing it right now, no, because we have.
do
Wait, no, I'm saying I can. Doesn't mean I will.
Okay.
I'll do it tonight,
Do you
bothering
go
everyone
downstairs? It
when they try
seems
to
like
sleep.
everyone else is heading downstairs.
Yeah,
You
it's
might be
been
a little late.
downstairs.
Yeah, we picked our bed. I did my rock. I did my little rock ceremony under the bed, and
So she
I
also
went
got
downstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like Rodanthe has people arranged at the dinner table. Okay. So happy to have you guys here. We'll be getting to know each other quite well over the coming 48 hours as you are given your first assignments. Right now, your job is enjoy this dinner. You see two elves, a wood elf and an elf. You can't tell what kind of elf it is, but they have sort of a light blue skin tone. The other is a wood elf. They come out of what looks like the kitchen with a bunch of plates of, it looks like oatmeal. There might be like a pork chop, like a hearty military dinner. Get to know each other. You've half an hour. You're supposed to have 45 minutes, but I was late. Eat fast.
I'm
Late for
going.
what?
But don't pass up on the bonding.
I'm going right
She's
for those
worried
pork
that you'll miss out
chops.
on the bonding. It looks like
Hey,
sort of
guys.
buffet style, but there's like all along the table. It's like a long table with 24 seats around it, but it looks like like there's like 4 different of the same spread repeated, so everybody has within reach.
There's enough for everyone. So
There seems
there's
to be
not
enough for
a
everyone, but you
character
can
like Clark that's
definitely
gonna
eat.
hog all the pork chops.
You can, if somebody hogs the pork chops, it looks like you could noticeably hog. It's not like there's an infinite amount.
I'll get like a couple pieces, not too much,
Okay.
but I'm going for more green than meat.
Okay.
I'll have my defender also pick up a plate and just copy exactly what it is that I am getting on its plate.
Okay. People
Go.
start looking at you suspiciously.
What?
How come he doesn't talk?
He
Says
talks.
somebody.
Go on, say something.
How come he can't speak for himself? There.
Because he just goes.
Wait.
I don't
what
like the look of
happened?
that
Wait,
guy, says the soldier, and he shakes his head and turns back to his food.
That was primordial. He spoke,
Hey!
and I understood that.
Don't be mean to it.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait,
He
what?
can speak for himself if you don't want to be mean. Don't want me to be mean. You're confused?
What does he have?
He has like a robot.
He's
He's
like
an
a
artificer.
AI assistant.
Is it a homunculus? No,
Oh my
homunculus are
God.
small.
No, it's just
It's literally whatever Taryn Darrington had or whatever. He was a battlesmith, I'm
Guys,
pretty sure.
this is literally Japan. There's random robots everywhere.
Look, everybody stop. You stop looking at it. And I just point at the guy. I'm like,
Oh?
Roll intimidation.
Gotcha. Oh, nat 20. Hell yeah.
Okay. Jesus, man. Okay. Don't gotta say it twice. He turns back to his food. He looks visibly disturbed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll sit down. I'll have my steel
Everyone else is
defender.
giving you kind of weird looks now too, Reagan.
I'll have the steel defender open its hatch and like slowly place food inside of it for later consumption.
It's like Bender opening his
You're
mouth.
drawing some very suspicious looks. It looks like Rodanthe is like pacing around in the other room. You occasionally see her briefly come into view, like peeking her head in to make sure you are all eating and bonding at the expected rate.
So
You get the sense that she's maybe new to this. Not new to military life, just this might be her first position as first officer.
I see.
I'm chewing on a pork chop and I'm looking across the table at Sage's character and I'm like, so, Why'd you decide to join?
I'll sit down
The
and
silent
join them.
treatment. The silent treatment.
You're moving
Oh,
seats.
I'm sorry.
It's not the first time.
taken.
It's not
All
the
the
first
seats
time
are
that's happened to
taken.
me.
Around the
Oh,
table.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were talking to me.
Do you talk over the crowd to talk to them, or? It seems like people are sort of talking over each other. It's a bit of a raucous environment.
Yeah, I'm like,
We're sitting across from each other. I'm just like looking around, and I'm like,
You're absorbing all the information while
It
I'm
looks
looking right
like-
at you, trying to
So
talk
make
to you.
make an insight check.
On who?
I'm talking to Sage.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. That is a 13, which I'm pretty sure is -1, so 12.
Okay, it seems like Vila is maybe trying to talk to you.
Oh,
Like, there's so much
Sorry.
noise. Yeah, so
Sorry.
I ultimately ended up joining because I was part of this cool like group of people, and they're like, "Hey, you're new, so you gotta like go do this thing for us and like sign up. It's gonna be really funny." Haha. That's what they said, and now I'm here.
Oh,
I'm Vila, by the way.
yes. What's your name again?
Vila?
Vila. That's a nice name. You can call me Fuzz.
Buzz?
Fuzz.
How do you spell that? And I have my little journal. I pull out my side pouch, druidic pocket, or whatever. I'm like, how do you spell that?
How do you spell your name?
Don't say druidic pocket.
My druidic pocket.
Gross.
I get out my robe and druidic
You pulled
pocket.
a what after what?
It's
You pulled a what after what?
it's not your concern.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you put something on a sound there. McGaffey Elephant Fuzz. That's it. You can call me Fuzz.
How do you spell that?
I don't know how to spell it.
Can you write?
Can
I don't know if we had a written language. I'm gonna roll for written language if it's above.
Gnomish is
a 10.
definitely a written language.
It is
written
even
language.
in this world, are generally.
I don't
educated.
know Gnomish, so I can't spell it properly. So I'm gonna use
Yeah, I'm gonna like write it on a piece of paper and I'll pass it to him. I'll be like, like this.
I don't know what that says.
What do you mean?
Can I take a look at the sheet of paper?
Yes, you can. Do you speak Gnomish?
Look at it. Yeah, I don't know what this says.
I asked the
You
person
speak
sitting
Gnomish?
next to me.
Or did you write it in Gnomish or in Common?
Yeah, I don't think he knows Common. I think he knows Gnomish.
So he can only read and write Gnomish.
That's
He can definitely
insane.
speak Common. Everybody can speak Common.
Here,
Yeah,
let me
he's
try
probably
this. I'll write on a little sheet of paper in common, dumbass, and slide it over and say, "That is how you spell my name." I just sort of sit back and gauge the reaction.
Roll performance.
I probably know like some words in Common, like in
10.
written language, but I would say
It's a 10. It looks like you get a
gonna
couple
have to roll
chuckles from
for it.
people peering over at the page.
I'm mostly I am trying to see. I am trying to determine whether or not Sage's character can read without
Sage, it is up to
asking.
you if your character can read.
I think he knows.
There are definitely people here who can't read, by the way.
Yeah,
Literacy in the Empire is not perfect.
I think
This is
I think he
And the
can read.
further out of the Imperial
certain
City
words.
you get, the less good
Yeah.
literacy becomes.
I'm gonna write my name out in Druidic.
Druidic?
I'm like, oh, this so this is how you do my name, and I show him. It's like, so like it's a I don't know
It's
how
like a bunch of characters of trees and elk and things.
I was it's like
pictograms.
hieroglyphics. It's like
I always thought, Druidic
very
should probably be
nice,
runes,
very
but-
nice. Ugh.
yeah, they're like really nice drawn
Somebody
pictures.
looks over. It looks like actually the Myconid, Grondler here looks over and goes, "Hey, that's the language of the enemy." The other soldier sitting next to him elbows him and goes, "Hey, That's not the language of the enemy anymore. Groundler goes, what do you mean? He goes, they haven't been fighting us for 13 years, not since the catastrophe. They're all right with us now. Looks like I'm the only one who's not new here, huh?
I mean no harm. Hands up.
There's no offense taken, and I apologize for my compatriot here. My name is Elmo Archideld.
Elmo.
Let's go, Archideld.
Yeah.
Elmo Archideld. Been up here for 2 years already. Part of the previous expeditionary force. Are you here for a second tour? I just liked it so much. He has like a hacking laugh. Sounds like he's a smoker.
How many expeditions have there been before us?
He counts on his fingers. I think this is the third.
The 33rd? Is this an expedition 33?
No, this is the third expedition. The previous two weren't unsuccessful, but you could call them inconclusive. Back for another tour. I like fighting these monsters.
Is the scale
got a soft spot for the people around here?
Is the scale of the expedition bigger than the last one? Is there like...
We only filled up 3 of the barracks for the last one. Looks like they have enough for all of them for this one.
So this is a very big deal.
Empire spent a lot of money on this.
Do you have any indication about why this one is so big?
They might have found something. I imagine we'll find out pretty soon, though.
I mean, it's a lot of land they want to reclaim, so they want to... Because there's a lot of good resources from this area.
If they just wanted us to be farmers, I mean, when we retire, that's what you get, you know? It's a pension. Did you know that? We get a pension?
We do?
Yeah, after 10 years, he laughs. So if you make it that long, you get a farm.
Swords to plowshares. Classic.
Oh, yeah.
He cast a 1-mana white spell.
So what's it like out there?
You know, cold most of the time, but not so awful. Not until you get to the deep wood. Usually it's, you know, some little village has a problem with a couple units. You might run into a pack.
A pack?
It's like some of the monsters. It's like usually 3 or 4. They almost look like dogs. Come in the night. Almost share a mind. You hurt one, they all recoil in pain. Those are pretty scary. Hopefully they don't have us. Well, they don't have you new people fighting those for a while. Probably me and Grondler here will be handling most of that work for now. He laughs.
What time is it roughly right now?
It's like 5 p.m.
Next time we have a bit of downtime, we should get talking, Elmo. I am rather interested in the mind of one who has already been out into the ghost lands, as I have come to call them.
Why do you call them that?
You know, I think it's catchy. I think it draws a certain allure.
Okay, but there's not ghosts. People think there's ghosts.
What would you call it?
What everyone else calls it. The Waste.
Oh, the Waste. Yeah, all right. I sort of lean back and lean over to Vila. I'm just like, the fucking awful name. We're not doing that.
Me? I'm no longer like facing the dinner table. I turned around. I'm now like on the outside. I'm looking away, and I'm casting Druidcraft.
You're casting Druidcraft. Some people start to look. There seem to be other casters here.
Yeah,
magic. I would say for your records, magic is pretty common in the setting. I wouldn't say most people know magic, but most people know someone who knows magic.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just detecting what the weather is going to be for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
I have like a little. I'm just doing some like hand signs.
In Stormport?
Yeah, The effect manifests as a golden orb of clear skies, a cloud of rain, falling snowflakes, or snow. This effect persists
Looks
for
like
one round. No
little
rain, or is
cloud
it just
appears
a
in
little
your
cloud?
hands
Oh,
with a little rain.
okay.
You feel a little, a little chillier.
Then,
What's
like,
you got there? Says someone.
I'm like looking at the cloud and everything. Like, my hands are like moving around it to like keep its shape.
Neat
And
trick.
when I hear that, I close both my hands together to get rid of the spell.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Oh, sorry. I can do it again if you want.
It was very entertaining.
Oh,
He looks
sure.
like
I can.
He's like a
Oh,
big fat tabaxi. He looks like.
is he
He's
orange and
currently
does he like
polishing off.
lasagna?
No.
Does he have an
He's currently
affinity for karting?
You haven't asked him about karting. There's also not carts in this world.
You there? Do you have land vehicle proficiency?
Well, I am a soldier.
Shit.
As you know, we all get trained.
I'll do the semantics and the verbal components again, and I'll make it again in my hands. And
He like claps his hands. He's got like big paws. He looks like really strong, almost, despite his size.
Yeah, I'm just like doing a bunch of just hand waving, and I'm keeping him entertained.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
So, I can't read your piece of paper. What's your name? I'm looking at Sage's character.
Fuzz. You could call me Fuzz.
Fuzz, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Reagan Stelnar.
Huh?
You can call me Reagan.
Reagan.
Raygun.
Okay.
You're all right, kid.
Reagan? Yeah, I know.
People are giving all three of you weird looks at this point. The large
That makes us
tabaxi
quirky
is so
and
clearly
different.
very entertained by your orb.
That makes us
Orb?
quirky and we stand out, so we look better for promotions.
All right, finish up eating.
Promotion?
You hear from the other room. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Finish up.
Okay. I'm just like vacuum suck food into my
Yeah.
face.
I'll put my hands together to end the spell, and I'll just like clean the rest of my plate up.
Yeah. I'll finish eating. Have my guy just kind of close up his compartment.
Bless your plates. You hear from the other room.
I'll do so.
When you enter the kitchen to bust your plates, it seems like there's a big, almost like a trough for all the dishes by the side of the room. The 2 elf chefs seem to be nowhere to be seen.
Do we have to clean the plates ourselves?
Huh? As for Danthe. Yes, bust your plates.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. A soldier cleans up after himself. Or herself. Very important.
I'll just start dunking. I'll dunk my plate a couple times and clean it, I guess.
Yeah, same. I'll do my due diligence.
There seem to be running water is not alien to any of you who have lived in Imperial settlements before. You did notice as you were walking into the town a long aqueduct that seemed to run up the hills to the northwest. Yes.
Okay.
You can expect there to be flowing water, at
That's
least in
crazy.
Stormport.
Who knew? Water in the Stormport.
Jeez, there's a decent chance we might even get a shower.
Don't get your hopes up. Or, hang on. Don't get your hopes
Don't
up,
get your hopes up.
says Elmo. Depends on the barrack, but unless it's been recently renovated. I don't know. I heard Barrack G was getting them, though. Barrack G.
Oh, so, but those means we're probably in the most dilapidated building possible.
Eh?
You got that one.
Bearkey?
He laughs.
Ha 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 ha. I half
But
laugh.
it's also the oldest and the proudest. So you better be proud too.
Where did you stay
Lot of
during
history in this
your
place.
first tour?
Oh, out in the provinces. My second tour was here.
Or isn't this your second tour?
This is my third.
Oh. Well, where'd you stay on your second tour?
Barrack B.
Was Barrack B better than this one?
It was alright. Didn't really like the people there, though.
Not an answer to the question, but you know what? You're with good people now.
Not very talkative. Not very talkative in Barrack. Rodanthe is like
I don't know.
peering into the room, wondering why you guys are taking so long. It seems like everyone else is already in the next room.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're heading to the next room.
Yeah, go to the next room.
She says,
Hey guys,
okay.
I'm gonna call over from like
It's your
door 8.
one. Hey, up. She holds up her finger to you. Your commanding officer is talking.
Oh,
Okay.
I was hoping to do that like before, like to call from them to the door to get them to move, like to go to the other room.
Oh, you're already in the other. Okay.
Yeah, because I would be like, hey guys, you're alone at the table.
No, we're in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm bussing my tray.
You all head over. Rodanthe goes, okay. I was late once. You each get one lateness. The three of you, and she points at Elmo and Vila and Reagan. You got your one lateness. Elmo nods. He understands. The rest of you, one lateness. After that, it'll be a lap. After that, it'll be 10 laps. You got it?
Understood.
I'll nod.
Yes.
Okay. Your first job is tonight. Breaking you up into parties of 3. You're going to do a perimeter search around Stormport. You got your little maps? She holds up her map. It matches the one you all have.
Heck yeah, map time.
Okay. Follow this. We'll be going out, groups of 3, exploring the perimeter every 15 minutes. There should be just enough of you. Other barracks doing other jobs tonight. So probably won't meet any of your fellow soldiers. If you do, give them a wave. You're all serving together. Okay. Group 1. And she looks through. She calls out some names. Elmo's name gets called. He goes up. All right.
I sort of, I under my breath, I just say, damn.
No, I'm like, in my head, I'm your character. I was like, damn, first group to go.
So they leave. About 3 or 4 groups in, she calls out, okay. Calls
Full
out.
name.
Yeah, she's like trying to read your name.
McDeffie.
McDeffie Eliphas.
Yeah. The R, I think that I still. Yeah. Yeah, you call me Fuzz. I say it out loud. Yeah, through a sea of silence, you hear.
She gives you like almost like a disturbed look.
You see, like through a sea of silence, you hear, yeah, right here. You can call me Fuzz.
All right. Sheesh. Reagan Stelnar.
Present.
The names just get weirder.
Vila Drift. There's a more normal name. All right. You're all heading out. You're going up to the foothills here. She circles a place on the map and back. Shouldn't take you more than 2 hours.
We have maps.
You all have maps. She circles the place on Vila's map.
Okay.
She's got like it looks like almost looks like a pencil.
Okay.
I expect you back in 2 hours.
Are we being provided with anything additional in
Huh?
terms of armaments?
Oh yeah, your gear is in the armory outside. Pick it up and be on your way.
Very bold to put an armory on the outside of a building so anyone can just walk up and take something.
That's so it's guarded.
I'm just looking at I'm just looking at him and then I walk away.
So it's like attached to the side of the building. It has a separate door, which looks heavier than the main door.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Infusions are after a long rest.
Ow.
Oh, brother, that's very unfortunate.
Maybe you can talk to your commanding officer and work something out.
All right,
Regardless, the infusion still takes a long rest.
Well, that's fine. The issue is if I give back the equipment and I have another thing to do, it takes a long rest to like make anything. Without my infusions, I'm nothing.
See, without
we'll figure it
prep
out.
time,
Yeah, no,
without
we can
prep
figure it
time,
out. It's fine.
artificers
We'll
are
figure it
nothing
out.
without
But,
prep time.
I thought it was I thought it was a short rest.
This is your first job. So the armory is guarded outside, it looks like, by permanent garrison of Stormport. So there are 2 guards there who do not seem to be Barracks A expeditionary forces.
The
They
whole
look
job
much
is
more
just
like
the armory.
regular troops. Their job is probably just guarding things around town. They don't seem very talkative.
They're just city guard. They're different from us.
Yes, one is an elf and one is a human. They open the gates and let you inside, or open the door. From wall to wall, there seem to be a lot of short swords, like as many short swords as could arm the entire detachment for the barracks, and between 3 and 4 each of a lot of different kinds of weapons. You might have to go closer to investigate what. There's also studded leather armor. And looks like chainmail in different sizes.
Studded leather, you say?
Studded leather.
Ooh.
I like studded leather.
I like studded leather.
Reminds me of him guy. His leather jacket.
Wow.
Yeah, studded leather works.
Why would Hank ever move to Saudi Arabia?
A great
because
question.
he had a big propane deal.
They don't grill anything there.
That's so true.
No, but like propane, they're like Saudi Arabia's like
he doesn't really sell propane. He sells grills.
No, but he loves propane.
He's a tank jockey.
Tank wipe. Works for tips.
Works for tips.
So it looks like.
Is there a quartermaster here?
It looks like there's an office at the far end of the room, but the door is closed. There is a window to the office, but until you get closer, you can't really see anything.
All right. DM question is: should I talk to a quartermaster or should I talk to a commanding officer about fixing this for the future?
You should probably talk to the commanding officer about if it's okay to talk to the quartermaster to do that.
Understood. If the list
That'll be the kind of thing you can do next session.
Okay, gotcha.
The first session, you'll see.
Yeah, this is fine. It is not a big deal. I'm not gonna can we go back in time to before I arrived so they can give me a weapon?
Is a quarterstaff okay, Eddie?
There seem to be some pole arms, kind of. You can see what sorts they have if you go closer. It's like a rack. There seems to be a couple glaives, halberd type things.
Scimitars?
No scimitars.
Damn.
There is what looks to be a couple. It looks like they're almost for training, but staff.
I'm looking around.
Are there crossbows?
Yes.
Wonderful. I will take
light crossbow.
A light crossbow. And
light crossbows, short swords,
Yeah, I guess I'll
They're
probably...
basically as many light crossbows and short swords as you want, and then some other martial weapons.
All right. Can I investigate what other martial weapons I have?
Yeah, it looks like they have certain bows. There are 1 or 2 heavy crossbows, but they're behind like a locked box. Looks like you might have to ask somebody for one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a locked case, almost, like a display case. And there are spears, javelins.
How about a sickle?
A sickle?
Yeah.
Like a farmer's sickle?
Well, no, like a weapon sickle.
A sickle is usually a farmer's implement.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, in anime,
Maybe.
fucking like a scythe. Yeah.
Oh, like
anime.
no,
That's it.
no, it's like it's an actual weapon I can use. It's a
It's a
1d4.
weapon in the game,
Yeah,
In the
yeah, yeah,
game?
yeah.
but that's because it's a farming implement, which is
Well,
sometimes
no,
used
it's
as an
because
improvised weapon.
it's the alternate of a dagger because a dagger is a piercing weapon. This is a slicing weapon.
Well, there are not sickles.
No. No
You might
sickle
be
for
able to
you
find one at the farm.
at the farm.
I'll just take a dagger then.
There are daggers.
Yeah, I'll just take a short sword, light crossbow.
There seem to be
Okay.
a lot more short
Go
swords,
ahead,
daggers, and light
Sim.
crossbows than everything else. That seems
A lot
to be
more
the standard issue.
simple. There's no niche weaponry. It's all
There are some nets. There are like nets and
get the
spears
net.
and javelins and stuff.
We're gonna bum rush the first boss we fight and net him and beat him up.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, I want a
That was like the
net.
best combat.
Okay, I want
You
a
can grab a
net.
net.
To avenge
You can grab a
Sworn
net.
Lord, I'm grabbing a net.
Swarm
start to
Lord
get-
enters a different campaign.
Yeah, so you've been in here about 10 minutes, picking
Yeah,
up your gear, but
I grabbed studded leather and a dagger.
does everyone have weapon and armor?
Yep.
Yeah, you said studded
Yes.
leather armor, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You can get a move.
Like a dagger.
I'll take. I want to take like
We can take it,
1
like, as-
minute to attempt to put studded leather armor on my guy. Does not work.
Roll animal or roll, I guess, sleight of hand.
All right. Ooh.
It's like trying to put like a t-shirt on
Ooh,
a dog.
15.
Fighting.
Okay, you like fit the bracers on.
All right.
The rest of the armor won't fit. It just won't fit. It's not large enough to fit.
All right. I kind of slap him on the arm. Slap it on the arm. Look at it. It thinks it's people.
Huh?
You're very mean to your robot, it seems.
What do you mean?
I don't know, to be honest. It
I
just
am
seems
unappreciated in my time.
like...
You know, I understand this can be a bit confusing, and since we're traveling together, I think it'll be important to keep this in mind. This is a thing. In the same way as your boots. I take care
look
of it.
down,
Knock on the door.
You look down. I'm like barefoot.
Gross.
You hear a knock on the door during this conversation. Hey!
Come in.
It's Rodanthe. You guys are taking long enough in there. Get moving. We got more groups.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. She watches you all. You're like finishing pulling on your boots.
Yeah, I'll file out.
Okay. Looks like there's a gate to the city ahead with more of those city garrison protecting it. The doors have been open for a while to let the last group out. They nod at you as you pass.
We were given torches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not late enough that you'll need them yet.
Oh,
But-
true. Because by the time it's like maybe like 6 when we leave, right?
Yes, you have unlit torches.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually don't need to worry about that. Oh yeah. Yeah, keep your hands free.
Are either of you going to respond to that?
That's fine. Like, you know what? This is the sort of good trust that I'm used to.
You're talking with me.
I look over. I look over to my guide. So, do you have any insightful things to say?
Oh, he's talking to the robot now.
Stop calling it a robot. It's an it. It's a thing. It hangs around. It doesn't have a head.
There seems to be a road, by the way, that goes off in the other direction. The way you're walking is more of like a beaten path.
Okay. Well, yeah, because we're doing like a perimeter watch, right?
Yep, you're going up to some foothills and then back. The foothills seem to be about 45 minutes away.
All right, following this road, we are going in the right direction, correct?
Yes, the road is going northwest, you're going northeast.
Gotcha.
We're supposed to like go to this location, stay at this location, and then come back, correct?
Yeah, you're supposed to be on watch there for about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I have an idea. I want to try.
She didn't give you any information other than that, but you may find something there as a point of interest.
We're gonna see shit, y'all.
Yeah, let's go there.
I have a plan. I have a plan for when we get to the spot.
Okay. How do you want to get there? What order are you walking in?
I'm the one with the map location, so I guess I'm leading. Since they marked my map. And I would probably be the best at this. I have probably the higher survival stat.
To lead, yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna have. I'll walk second. I want my guy to walk backwards, like facing the other way, walking backwards.
Fucking douchebaggery out here.
He's watching our 6.
What?
He's watching our 6. I think, yeah, my guy is probably just like staring up at you, like, what
14,
you doing?
Eddie.
14. Okay. You are able to follow the path pretty well. It gets sort of broken up at different points, but you're always able to find it again. The ground is pretty rocky. There seem to be, a lot of like shrubbery and stuff around, but nothing particularly crazy. You see a couple, looks like dark colored birds flapping around.
I try to identify these birds.
In what way do you wish to identify them?
And it's that species.
Okay, roll nature, I guess.
Yeah. A 16.
Okay, you have never seen this kind of bird before, but you have heard that there are birds in the Eastern Commandery which generally they're scavenging birds that both live in the city of Stormport and the surroundings. They eat dead things and discarded food stuff. You haven't heard of what the name of this sort of bird is, but you have heard of them.
I know it's identifying like features and shit. Like I'm like,
yes,
it's this
they
bird.
have small claws under their wings.
Is it like a big bird, or is it like?
It's about the size of a seagull.
I was gonna say, is it like a vulture kind of like style?
It's not. It doesn't look like a vulture. It looks like it might be related to a vulture.
Okay. Same genome. I'll point.
Sure.
I don't know. I'll point out this this bird that eats dead things as a fun fact.
They seem to be circling around something.
Oh.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Usually that.
How far away is this circling of birds?
Probably about 500 meters.
Well, are we gonna stand here all day or go find out what it is?
I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm reading the spell Elevated Sight.
Oh.
Which puts an invisible sensor eye 120 feet above me. It follows me. and it gives me a 360-degree view around me.
Okay.
So I was gonna like, as we get closer, cast this so I can like see like downward of what the birds are circling.
Heck yeah.
So we don't have to be directly next to it. So we can.
Alright.
So I want to do
Sounds
that.
good. Do you want to get close enough that you'll see? So you'll need to get maybe 100, 200 meters closer.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll explain this
Okay.
to.
It looks like okay. Do you guys have any objections about Vila doing this?
No, that's a good plan. If we see something though, like we need to go in to grab something, I go and I just knock on my guy. We'll send him in.
Is he good at? If we have to fight something, can he fight?
Oh, can it fight? Yes, it can.
Okay.
All right. So you see from this sensor, what is it, elevated sight?
It's 120 feet above me, and it's 360-degree view around.
That'll give you a pretty big range of vision, 120 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
The sensor moves with you, retaining its height in relation to you. You can use your bonus action to adjust its height to a maximum of 120 feet.
Okay. You see
can,
what
like-
looks to be. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Sage,
Go ahead.
what are you doing? No.
Oh no, you can finish that, and then I'll say what I was doing. I guess.
Well, say what you're
Not
doing.
as important.
No,
I was
it
gonna
is.
chat with the small animals. Get
They're-
the surrounding info.
You don't see any small animals around, although you get the sense
Sorry,
that
the small
there.
beasts.
You know that
there's no chipmunks, no frogs.
there's supposed to be raccoons and wild cats and goats around here.
They're supposed to be okay.
I mean, you just haven't seen any yet, but that's what you've heard are around here.
All right, so my attempts to look for small beasts to speak
You
with
can
are
roll
foiled.
handling.
Huh?
Roll animal handling to see if you can locate any animals. You don't have locate small beasts.
Locate? No, yeah, I just have to. I have to locate the small beasts. So, that's a 19.
Okay, you see what looks to be a rodent skittering around, like a little. It almost looks like a pika.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the rodent in a non-threatening way, and I'll use my. Do I have to use a sorcery point for this, or I think I can just speak with them?
No,
Yeah?
this is just an action. This has nothing to do with being a
okay.
sorcerer. This is a gnome
Okay, cool.
ability.
This is a gnome
Oh, this is a gnome
thing.
ability. I was just like, what? I was like,
A
okay,
known
hey, fellas.
gnome thing.
Hey, fella.
Hello.
So, what's going on over there? Seems to be a big. What was over there? The big puff of smoke.
Some birds.
Big
Off of smoke,
birds.
you said.
Sorry, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
What those birds doing? What those big birds over there
There's
doing?
birds. There's birds. He digs a little hole.
Oh yeah, no. Those birds over
Trying
there.
to scramble away. I don't like the birds. They try to get me. They try to get me.
Yeah, those birds.
trying
They
to
seem
get Ethan.
distracted. Ethan?
I'm Ethan.
Hi, Ethan.
The birds are gonna get
I'm
Ethan.
Fuzz.
He's digging a deeper and deeper hole.
But there's no bird. Okay, bye.
I know a.
Just like you see
common
his like little
rodent
butt
with-
squeaking into the hole.
Do I see any other birds around?
They all seem to be circling whatever is about 400 meters away.
Okay, and big birds like vulture birds.
They look like small vultures. Maybe
Small
they don't look
vultures.
exactly. They look like they're probably more closely related to crows than vultures. But they,
Okay.
as you get closer, you can sort of make out that they seem to have. DM note: have you ever seen like a Hoatson?
Oh, what now?
Okay,
Like a
I'm
crane?
gonna send a picture.
Bird image. It's not a wingspan, so like it's probably a bad one.
Bird.
This is a
Never
baby. This is a baby
The
Hoatson.
fuck?
Baby bird.
Oh, like they get like the fuck
Okay, I'm
Where's
sending it in
bird?
general.
bird.
Wee little baby bird.
I love
Open image in
bird.
new tab.
Give me bird or give me
Bird
death.
Why
up.
isn't it going?
Where's this little
Go,
bird?
go.
Oh,
bird.
also, like, I do have to go, like, at 11. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna finish.
okay, cool.
Don't worry. They look
Do
sort of like
apologize.
this.
Oh,
Oh, it's a little guy.
like they're
It's like
small birds, though.
it's like an
Well,
Archaeops.
it looks like a bigger. This is not what it just has a body plan like this.
Okay.
It's Archaeops.
Sort of
Pokemon.
short wings that he has to flap pretty hard to stay aloft, and claws.
Yeah.
They're sort of fuzzy like that too. Okay. Jake, your vision shows you, yeah, like that. Your vision shows you the birds circling around. They're a little bit higher than your eye, but it has 360-degree vision. And what looks like a dead horse and a partially destroyed carriage.
Oh.
I'll report that to the other two of what I'm seeing.
You can't
That's
really
no
make out
good.
too much detail from your vantage point, but it does look like
This
it's
only
pretty
lasts
easy to
for a
make out the
minute.
dead horse. It's pretty easy to make out the dead horse, and it looks like maybe one of the wheels is shattered. There's spokes and stuff.
Do you see anything
It
moving?
looks like a supply cart.
No, it looks like it's just a supply cart.
All right. We
They're
should
circling the
probably investigate this carefully.
Yeah. No, of course. That's why I casted the spell.
Well, I
Can't
mean,
be
we're
too
going to have to
careful.
get closer to it.
Oh, yes. Maybe send in the robot.
Stop calling it that. It's whatever.
Send in
What
it.
else to call it?
What do I call it?
What? Just say it. It's like it's a thing.
Send
Anyways.
it out.
Well,
Send
I can't like see through it because it doesn't really have eyes, and also I couldn't do that even if it did. So it can go in first, but we should also stay close.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
All right. I want to send it in, and I would like to be, we'll say 30 feet behind.
30 feet behind. Okay. You get closer?
All right, I'll be right behind. Maybe you guys like fan out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll like can we like circle? Like I want to be like. Yeah,
Are you
I'll be
approaching
like.
it in like a V or?
Is it like an
U
opening
shape?
in? Is it like an opening in like the canopy around like this area? It's like an open area.
Oh, this
or
is
it
like brushland. This is not forest.
Okay, I thought we were in a forest. Okay.
There are a lot of forests around here. Where you are currently
It's just
seems
like
to be more of like
trail.
a rocky, almost a step kind of climate.
Oh, so there's like no coverage. So there's like
There
it's just brush.
there's like a lot of sagebrush. Have you ever been to like northern Utah?
Does it look like
Yeah,
I've been
fucking
in
Denver,
northern
but-
Utah?
Yeah, Colorado. You know, like
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, just like
like-
sagebrush. There's like a couple big
Mountains in the
pine trees. Yeah.
distance, flat
Right.
area.
Is there an
Exactly.
is there
Exactly.
yeah. All right,
Yeah,
so
there's, like,
two
pine
things.
trees
One,
or not? Yeah.
can I like try to, scrooch down in the grass a little bit? And two, do I find any dirty soda in the grass?
you not find any
Dirty
dirty soda.
Fuck!
I can make you
sad
some
Can I try
dirty
to
soda when we
stealth?
get back. With my herbalism kit, can I make dirty soda?
Huh?
With my herbalism kit, can I make dirty soda?
I don't think you can make carbonation.
Sad.
Dr.
I
Stone
don't know.
taught me how to do that.
Okay, Dr. Stone is not canon in this world, but
Yeah, may I sneak?
yes, you
sneak
can roll
mode.
stealth.
I'd also like to sneak mode.
Ooh,
Roll stealth. all
dang,
of you.
16. These are good dice. I need to hold on to these.
Oh, that's not good.
Stealth. I'm decently at stealth. That's a 10.
That's a 3.
Okay.
Clang,
As
clang,
you're
clang.
walking,
I go, whoop.
Fuzz, you trip over some sagebrush you didn't notice, like a root, and you
Yeah,
smack head first into the dirt. There's a loud thump from the destroyed cart, which is now within your line of sight. You
What do I
see
smack into?
just like the
Just
dirt.
fall on the ground.
You don't get hurt or anything.
Oh.
You just fall over loudly.
Land on a rock and you're
You know,
break
sort
your
of like
neck
a
and
sort of
die.
like a Sort of like a kind of noise.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And you see what looks like a large black mass bubbling up from the caravan, and that's where we will end this section.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Hey, you guys see that? What is that?
From what?
See you next week. Good session, everybody.
Podcast out.
Podcast
Great
out.
job. That was great, Eddie.